Let's see. Oh, just went to orange. Now it's red. Damn it! Now it's orange. Now it's red. All right. Let's see what happens here.
Church warden theme.
Yes.
It's dark now.
Hello, stream.
All right. Yeah. Let's see if this runs a bit more stable. Seems like the more effects that are running through the browser, the more it starts to kill the stream.
Kill the stream. Kill the stream.
Yeah, please don't do that. All right, so what's going
Do
on?
you have... let me rephrase that. How are you doing capture? What's your capture setup?
It all depends on what instance and what's capturing and what browser.
Right now, specifically, I should say.
I'm capturing Discord, I'm capturing the browser, I'm capturing a display.
I will assume it's all software capture.
Yeah.
You don't have a capture card.
Yeah, correct.
That's the problem. Might be this browser graphics rendering for Astral is incredibly inefficient. It might be just toasting your graphics card.
Yeah, it's about 34% GPU.
Oh yeah, my lack of a graphics card is definitely being toasted.
It seems to be stabilizing some.
Okay, nice.
I mean, it can still play, obviously. I mean, it's turn-based, you know?
What browser are you
The
using?
lag is irrelevant.
I was
beautiful,
using Chrome and it just wasn't working well in Chrome, so I switched to Firefox and it ran a lot better.
Yeah,
Love it.
vamos.
Art, can you shrink yourself, please?
Make yourself smaller.
So was it already asked if there's a way to get rid of, like, all the names? Everybody in the...
I could do that.
Okay. Just because, you know, it's covering, like, a good portion of my little laptop screen.
What are you trying to say? You'd rather be like that?
No, he needs a second monitor. That's what he's saying.
I need a gaming PC. I need a PC in general.
Yeah, they're helpful.
Alright, is that better? Everyone happy?
I am
Oh, what?
content.
I mean, that actually works for getting rid of my nickname, but I was talking about, like, the, in the top right, you know, to show everybody it's connected. So,
Oh, that's your username.
Mm.
Okay.
I don't even see my icon on the map.
You are invisible right
Me
now.
neither. All I
What?
see is smoke. Which is
There you are.
great.
Hey. Oh, so who's invisible?
I see
Joel's
everybody.
there.
I see everybody.
There, you don't see a health bar in the bottom left without an icon over it? That might be just me
Nope.
then.
That's you, no, on the left.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
I still can't see anything.
Let me hit the refresh.
Yeah.
You should be able
Might just need to refresh.
Okay.
If you're
So making fresh, so fresh. Da-da-da.
It was art. I couldn't see art yet.
That's probably because I resized.
Mhm.
There, can you see it now?
Great. Okay. I can see now.
We got this. We got this.
And if I do this, can you still see?
Yes.
Can you do this?
You can't see anything.
Clouds again.
Nothing but
What?
clouds.
If you pull up your character sheet, do you have your vision radius set to under info?
Yeah, do you guys have them all set correctly? Because some of you had some outrageous ones set. I'm just saying.
I am 6120, which I think is correct.
Yeah, I think that's the default.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's reaching out to 120 right now. I just set it to 60 right now.
Hmm.
Okay, mine's 6120.
Mine's
I cannot
60,
change
120.
my vision. That's weird.
Yeah, it's showing you 120 though, not the 60.
So you want us to set it to 60-60?
I think we may need to for now. Hold on. So if I do this,
I don't see that I can change it.
operating
Yeah.
save.
Yeah,
Can't
well, let me
change it
check
'cause
it.
it's screwed up.
I see all of the same things, but now it's purple.
It's just dim.
That's something I'll have to figure out. If it's daytime, it doesn't matter. That's how far you can see. That's how far you can see.
Mhm.
That's gonna be a problem later.
Why is that?
Specifically when it comes to dark vision.
You don't have it?
Well, I'm a human, so I don't normally have it, but
Oof. Gone.
I have a focus that would allow me to have it. though.
I will say this: if it's of any
Selectively.
help, rely on theater of the mind above all else. This is more a tool.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright.
This is just for style points.
Just close your eyes the whole time.
Alright.
Very light stuff.
We got this. We got this.
So let's roll a d8 and see who does it.
No, you don't roll the. Oh, I'll do the thing. Okay.
No, I'm rolling, not the rest of you.
Oh,
That's why it was funny.
Do you have us locked out?
Locked out of what?
Do you have us locked out? I can't click on anything.
No,
Oh.
I don't have you locked out of anything. What are you doing?
No.
Not rolling anything, this is.
Welcome to the future.
Can't you roll?
Technology's a great thing when it works.
What are you trying to do, Jason?
Hang on. It's
Mr. Technical Support.
I'm just refreshing. Hang on.
While he's refreshing, tell Marcus, why don't you refresh this? What happened last week?
Aye, sir. I believe we opened our last session in the clutches of the halflings. Which, obviously, we were slightly concerned about. They were at least somewhat hostile parties, and some of us had just killed some of them. So, levels of concern were high. I was led above ground to their encampment. The rest of the party was below ground, with the exception of, for at least a little while, the experimentalist who was gaseous. And not the amusing beans-related kind, but the I can fly anywhere kind, which is nice. Much easier on everybody else. Shortly after being led into the encampment, and as they were led to an underground cavern, the earth began to quake. All the halflings got very nervous looking, and we were ushered into a very large space where they were all kind of crowded around, and we waited briefly before seeing some form of halfling shamaness or druidess who addressed us briefly, then melted into the earth. At the height of confusion, we were poked by a spear wall into the center of a circle, and stone pillars began to rise from the earth. Everybody else, was kind of trapped in stone pillars, but they seemed to like me. I was able to stand outside briefly and ask them, hey, what's going on? And they say, the worm. Obviously, none of us like the worm. Most worms that are worth mentioning are terrifying. But being a team player, I excuse myself through the spear wall and say, excuse me, I have to go over there and die with them. I'm obligated. We are saved from certain death. The worm begins to erupt through the floor and then turns to stone. Thank you for the illustrative gestures there, Church. I'm sure everybody appreciates it. After a few moments, the shamaness emerges from the ground, clutching its recently beating heart. And gets, quite mad with us. She's a little upset. Things are going all right until we start trying to explain ourselves, and it quickly becomes obvious trying to explain ourselves makes us sound like absolute lunatics. Other planes of existence, strange gods, holy quests, the universe ending. These being a pragmatic bunch of people with a very hands-on approach to mental health, they immediately want to kill the two people who led the conversation there and are also quite tall. They just don't like tall people here. Also, our dear friend, the experimentalist, after a brief moment, they say, oh shit, that's some sort of dragon. And he is walled off immediately into a stone tomb. There's much mention of dragon gods, which confuses most of the characters. After some bargaining back and forth twixt the shamaness and Lady Alessandra, we manage to secure the return of Tink and the freedom of Art and Dwayne. But much to our regret, they are not going to be letting go of the experimentalist. They have a serious issue with dragons here. They have a kill first, ask no questions ever policy. Surrounded as we are by several hundred halflings, all pointing spears at us, and an angry shamaness who just killed a worm single-handed. We give up. Our heart's heavy, especially Art. We leave the halfling encampment with most of our lives. And several members of the party receive a sort of psychic confirmation, psychic premonitions that the experimentalist is indeed deceased. We consider revenge, and we decide to delay it for another day. We don't really have feet enough under us to take on a campment of hundreds of halflings in a strange land. Upon the hill, we come across what is rapidly becoming a familiar sight, a character of some form, entombed as a stone statue. In this case, not one made by the shamaness. Maybe? It's hard to tell. But we have a stone. Lady Alessandra has grabbed one. Pour one out for the experimentalist, please. Anyone watching at home, even if you're watching the VOD in the future, find something to pour out for the experimentalist. And then clean that up. You don't want spills in your house.
Press F.
Press F to pay respects. F's in the chat, please. This stone character, we managed to revive after a moment of futzing about with, little magnetic rocks and keyholes and such. She introduces herself as Nil. For the viewers at home, there is a constant stream of memes that you may or may not be privy to. If I'm distracted, that's why. Nil is very strange. Probably magical? Who knows, really? We'll learn more as time goes by. But we continue onward. We spend the night in the cliffside home of a somewhat angry giant, but less angry than everything else we've met so far. Goes all right.
What about the mountain, though? What was the mountain made of?
The mountain was made of stone corpses, perhaps generated in this very same way by the Druidess. All the more reason to come back with a vendetta and heavier arms than we possess now. Seems like she does this often. But progressing onwards, we meet a somewhat angry giant. Dwayne and Telemachus have a strange experience with shadow dogs that seem quite affectionate towards Nil. We spy a convoy, what appears to be a forced march of a number of people we can't really identify, being forced forward by an army at their back. Having little else to do and them being on a major thoroughfare, or what passes for it in the local area, we follow the road at some distance behind them and arrive at the walls of a fairly large city as far as we can tell. We camp outside of the gate, and thus ends our session.
Can we just have him do that every week?
Maybe we should have him pre-record it so he can just hit play.
A little music behind it.
Yeah,
You lose the improvisational air, though.
there you go. That's true.
The rush when you are forced to do it.
I do perform better under pressure.
Under pressure.
Ah!
So we're
This
all
is a
standing-
timeless reference.
So we are all standing currently
Hmm.
on this near this path. It's night. You guys got the rest, so it's more. What are you gonna do?
I'm still soaking.
I imagine spirits are low across the board for everyone but Nil.
Although I will say art has taken a shine to Nil that would be noticeable for no reason other than it's art.
Dwayne is suspicious of her pacifist attitudes.
I want to change what I'm focusing on today. Since we just started the day, I want to focus on. Let me write it.
Yeah, if you click on it, we'll see it.
It's so hot.
If you click it, they will come.
No, that's Pornhub. Different site.
Ooh, so glad I turned on the 18 plus.
You know by now you have to. If not, eventually at like 11:30 something bad will happen.
All right, I'm just wondering, is
I
anyone
think I'm
else
drunk.
feeling like they're drunk? Yeah, I was gonna say.
I took those. I took those actions off, so I'm just gonna change my focus to adaptive.
Okay.
Adaptive body.
Right.
Shun, I must question you. I have not yet figured out how to whisper GM in this interface. To minimize chat and then click on you or something?
You may have to Discord it. I don't know. Let's look. Let's go to players.
It wouldn't be the backslash in this interface.
So, because we are outside of the city, I would love to get some real food. And some real beer
Real food outside the city?
inside the city.
Oh, okay. But we're not in the city yet, right? We're still outside.
Yeah, let's
How are we gonna get into the
like
city?
refill our water skins and all that. You know.
Well, let's go to the gate, basically.
I don't know. We haven't had the best of luck
Do we
interacting
even
with people
have,
here.
How much money do we all have right now?
So I'm gonna help you all out since it's been a week. The last thing you guys were discussing was the fact that one of your party is metallic, and that seems to be an issue.
Yes, we were trying to come up with plans, generally, to
To-
avoid angry suspicion like we faced so far.
Or more
Moving through the city.
importantly, theft of a party member to be stripped for parts.
So
Yeah.
we need like clothing or something for him to help like disguise him. Should we go back and kill some of those assholes that took experimentalists, like kidnap them while they're on trails and then like stitch their shit together to make something that'll cover him?
I think we walked, what, 2.5 days?
Yeah, and they weren't wearing a lot to begin with.
Yeah. Nah.
And it'd be our best interest not to cause as much trouble as we can avoid.
You guys are no
I-
fun.
No,
Tink, would you care to use me cloak? I'll donate it to you.
There we go.
I can do something, but it's only gonna last a limited amount of time.
Let's go for something a little more long term. Let's use my cloak for the main outer cover. I'm pretty large; it should cover you, and then perhaps we can get the rest of these fine folks to donate some cloth or otherwise usable materials to wrap around the rest of you.
Let's see
Actually,
what I've got.
I think I
actually.
have.
How about we just like have some bandages around his head?
Whatever works, love.
Actually, I have a possibly a spare set of clothes in my bag.
I mean, that'll help for sure.
No, I don't. I thought I did, but I don't.
Bandages would be a good idea, though.
I agree.
I don't think it would look too out of place.
Actually, this being Art's cloak on Tink, who's not quite the size. I imagine he's just disappearing into this thing.
And
Perfect.
Okay. Apart from Tink, we need to take a different approach to talking to people. Generally, no explaining our quest, no trying to explain where we're from.
No.
If anybody asks us where we're from, just act surly and don't respond. Get out of a conversation with them as quick as you can. We need to learn, and we don't need anybody to learn anything about us.
How about we
This
gonna
has
go
been my
into an
strategy for
inn,
most of my life.
get some food, get some rest, get some bandages, maybe for Tink to bandage him a little bit, to have an
So you're
excuse.
gonna leave him in the desert alone for the day?
Oh, no. He can come along cloaked.
Just want to verify.
also, I can use disguise self when we're going through the gate. Make me appear human.
You want to do it as you're going through the gate?
Yeah,
No.
question is, this place doesn't seem to take too kindly to your magic. I'm not sure what the repercussions will be. If anybody spots you.
Lasts about an hour, so I can use it maybe to try to, with the cloak, get through the gate and then let it wear off once I'm in the city.
I dare say
But that would depend. Does it appear to take the energy of this place as the effect continues, or only whenever you cast?
let's not rely on magic for this. It's not been exactly a reliable resource thus far.
Agreed, but
I
Let's
think a cloak may not be the best, because trying to actually walk through a gate, they're probably going to want to look better than just a cloak will be.
Well, look, and
This is
I don't
fair,
mean to be insensitive on this, but I don't think you're going to get overheated if we bundle you up, are you?
Hey, Shun.
Are you? I mean,
I have no resistance to heat.
are you going
Could,
to
in
pass out
theory.
from dehydration? Can you?
Don't know.
Shun, are we camped in, visual distance of the gate?
Oh yeah, you can see the gate. It's off in the distance. It's gonna take you still almost a day to. You see the walls.
Okay, so from where we are, can we see if the gates are open or not? Are they opened?
From this distance you can't, because remember it's a day away. You can just see the height
Okay.
of the wall.
Oh, it's a day away.
Yeah.
Okay,
Alright.
never mind then. So we have still
Yeah.
time. Come around and get your water basically for today. Come here.
Excellent. I come fill up the water skin.
I
Yeah.
would have loved some nice meat or something else, but
Would you like to share a nip with me, doll?
There you go.
I got a wee bit. I'll make in payment if you like. A wee bit of whiskey in my flask.
No thank
He's been hauling it along. You've been holding out on us, Art.
It's a part of me culture.
So I'm gonna create water and cast a berry and give everybody a berry to eat.
Oh,
I don't really know if you even eat, but here you go anyway.
I don't eat or drink.
If you don't eat it, keep it. You have it for 24 hours. Just if you want to use it tomorrow, 1 hour earlier for one of us, just give it someone. It still holds.
ah.
Okay.
Very well.
You got your armor on, Art? Because you might not want to.
You know, I'm gonna strip down to just my bare clothing.
Thank you that you say bare clothing. I feared the worst.
I'm not sure you're ready for that show.
Speaking of which, do we need to hide your armor?
I carry it in my pack. That's all right.
Carrying your armor in your pack.
I have an
What kind of
advantage.
armor is it?
Just chainmail.
Okay.
I have an advantage for carrying because of my size. But I
Well,
will.
since chain it should be fairly easy.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah, even the weight's not terrible.
Why don't we take Telemachus and Dwayne, and we're gonna scout ahead. We're going to stay in sight, but we've still got a day's travel ahead of us. Enough that we can get back if there is trouble coming up from behind us, but far enough ahead that we'll be able to see any danger should the party come in contact with it. Surprisingly.
I think it's an
Yeah, if
improvement
you're
over sticking
one
together.
Of those individuals, you can move yourself forward. I don't know who's who now since I took away the names for someone.
You putting your armor in a bag? Because my concern is the metal being a thought.
What's in my pack? Like my backpack.
You broke up from me, but yeah.
Oh, it's in my backpack.
Okay.
We may have figured out the whisper.
Yeah.
Tell me the secrets.
I just opened a separate tab for the campaign and went to there and to post. You can change your visibility of your posts. So I don't know if
All I see is the /WGM space question mark is the last.
it's not going to be in chat. It's going to be hopefully like a pop up or something.
No, it's still. I can see it.
Well, if worse comes to worse, you can always do it through Discord.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
That's what
Send
I've
it.
done so far.
Let me know that you've sent it to me.
I should have sent something in chat or in posts.
Yes, the post is on the campaign homepage.
Yeah. That's where I sent it. That's not gonna work.
Anyways,
I'll just Discord.
yeah, we can haul off. We can move on towards the city.
So, before we take off,
Mhm.
I'm going to turn around and kind of kneel down and grab Nil by the shoulders, look her in the eye, and say, Nil, I need you to promise me that you're going to take care of yourself. There's going to be a little distance between us. Are you going to be okay?
Yes.
All right. You call out if you need anything, and I'll come running. All right.
I'm sure you'll hear me too, because I can speak without speaking. We're good.
All right.
What?
Do you say that out loud?
No, I'm not talking at all. I'm just like nodding my head and saying all this in my head.
You're hearing a one-sided conversation,
That's an
basically.
important distinction.
I thought you guys had separated. Is it not what happened?
We're about to.
We're about to. I said before we took off, I said that to her.
Yeah, I'll be fine, I think.
What's our travel separation here? How far behind are they trailing us?
Let's about dash distance. So maybe what, 60 feet?
Seems fair.
That way we can haul back if we need to and around.
Hmm.
Yeah, my range is good enough to cover that, so we're good.
Perfect. All right, so
It says within
June, that is what we're
120
up to.
feet, so I'm good.
Okay.
We
Well,
got
the
it.
day goes somewhat normal. You can somewhat see the gates as it's. It would take you a few hours to get to them.
As we get a few hours away, I'd like to keep an eye out to try and discern if the gates are open and the nature of movement around them.
There seems to be no movement on the outside. They do appear to be open though, and they seem to
Okay.
be very, very large.
Okay.
And you do see some static figures within the gate itself, standing.
Guards
Is
or
he-
statues,
Static.
like unmoving.
Well, you
Or-
can't tell at the moment because you're so far away.
I'm just making sure they're not like outlined figures of white noise or something. You never know.
Are they significantly tall compared to the gate itself?
They are significantly small compared to the open.
Okay. But they're still visible at several hours normal pace. So, Noted.
You're probably about an hour out right now.
okay.
Dwayne, Telemachus, are you guys doing all right?
Oh, I'm fine.
All right.
I'm just bored.
Why don't we wait for everybody to gather up and we'll go en masse from here.
So we
Fair.
separated into groups of 2, right?
Well,
Well,
us
let me
and
sure I have it.
we're
We had a
gathering back
vanguard
up
and a
now.
rear guard.
Okay, so those Telemachus, Art, and Tink that went first, and then
Telemachus,
No.
Art, and Dwayne.
Vanguard is us 3, rear guard everybody else, unless you split up yourself after we started forwards.
But we're gathering back up now, so
Yeah, we're waiting for you to catch up. It shouldn't take long.
all right.
Yes, I did.
Yes!
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Oops, I did it again.
quickly busy.
So you guys all get together. Now what?
Hmm.
All right, so we need to forge just a bit of a story before we go ahead. They don't.
I
Like
don't think we
metal.
know enough to have a story. So we
But
go
the-
in, and if
the people
anybody
here
asks
are-
us anything,
The people here are ignorant, and I don't mean that insultingly. I mean they're naive.
I think it's
Hmm.
pronounced
About-
ignorant.
Well,
Who let you speak?
far be it for me to insult your intelligentness.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Not a problem. Anyway, what I was saying was, we have. They don't understand the way the universe works. Obviously, number
Yes.
one, we don't
Agreed.
talk about that any further.
no.
They obviously do not like anything with scales. Little tear. And well, we've got to make sure Tink stays hidden.
Yes, Tink stays hidden, and you two, I say looking at you and Dwayne, they didn't recognize what you were, and they
Oh,
seem to have a touch of an opinion about the things they thought you were. So we'll need to keep an eye out for how people respond to you.
Most people get
well-
intimidated when they see perfection.
If
Where-
only they could be a little more open-minded.
Hey, Art, where's the beach? That away.
That way.
I say we try to say as little as possible. It's a city. Hopefully it's a city. People don't want to know your life story. They want to sell you bread, meat, and ale, and for you to get out of their hair.
All right. Well, here's what I can do, at least, just as a racial ability. And Shun, my racial, I haven't had any trouble with my racial abilities, right?
That is correct.
I can actually make myself shorter for about an hour.
I can make myself bigger for about a minute.
Yeah, that's what she said, but we're not interested.
What did she say?
I didn't say anything.
Wait, what did Toria say?
Nothing. Didn't you hear her?
No, that's why I'm asking what she said.
Look, the point here, Dwayne, is that I can make myself smaller to blend in. Getting bigger is going to make you stand out.
But it is impressive.
Yeah, I'm sure it's
We've
quite
no
impressive.
doubt.
We can have a sword fight later, but now is not the time, all right?
Fair enough. I pat my maul and tell him
So,
in due time.
all in due time.
Is there
Yeah,
anything you can do, Dwayne, to disguise your size?
I can hunch over.
I guess we can try to make that work.
I.
There's-
No,
they
hit the killer on the
definitely-
knees.
They had opinions about you, but they didn't seem to think you were some strange and terrible thing. Just that
That's
you were
because they haven't seen me
something
fight.
called a half giant.
Yeah, but
So,
the main point
It
here
might
is
be
that
safe.
the extra attention to us might bring extra attention to Tink.
Yes. Or it may draw it away, honestly.
Tink, what can you do to help out, not necessarily about yourself, but about big old Dwayne here, the smelly galoot that...
It's not
Can
my
make
fault
him
we haven't found a
disappear.
lake to bathe in a while.
What?
Can you make the smell disappear too?
Yeah, if there was a lake to bathe in.
Can't quite do that, but I can make him disappear.
Wait, what? I don't like this idea.
Where's he gonna go? Remember, the poor man's been a statue for a while. He's
Can
not
you
Yeah.
make art
keen on
disappear?
disappearing. You hurt
I
me so,
can
lass.
grant I can grant him invisibility.
For how long?
Hour. Max.
Wait, what's he
Sounds like
gonna
we're
do with
taking a
that?
1 hour trip into this city.
Sounds like we're
That's-
taking a great risk with this big smelly galoot running off to the first whorehouse he sees.
Maybe we are.
You know me,
overthinking a
Art.
little bit, though.
Oh, it'll be fine. Let's just do it.
So as you push on, you notice that the two, what you thought were static images, seem to move everywhere, and around them are a bunch of smaller figures.
All right,
Go ahead.
everybody act natural.
Be cool.
As you approach the gate, you realize that the openings, the gates themselves, are probably near 50 feet tall.
Mhm.
To the left and to the right stands a very large humanoid. It only has like leather covering its right arm and leather pants. It's holding no weapons, but they both stand 9 to 10 feet.
Hmm.
Around them are 4 to 5 figures in robes, red robes, on both the left and the right, who just are talking and moving about. So
How tall are they?
around 5 to 6 feet.
Oh, yeah.
So, from where we are, is there anybody else that is trying to pass into this
Oh no,
this gate?
you didn't see anyone at all near the gate at the time.
Ah. All right. So we're at a safe distance now, so we should probably talk at least a little bit.
Yeah.
I was hoping the gates would be we could pass unquestioned. It doesn't really seem that way. We were waylaid by halflings in the desert and need to enter the city to replenish our supplies. Sound good?
Sounds good. And like I said, I'll make myself a little more less visible.
Right. Alessandra, you got us?
I've got this.
If they start talking.
I can help you.
What can you do, love?
Well, since we're lying to them, this requires deception. I can help with that.
Are you saying you got a bit of a silver tongue?
You might say that.
Okay.
I'm not.
You've
I'm
heard
not
the
perfect
story.
or anything, but you know.
Well, let's put the
You've
young
heard the
lad-
story. Waylaid by halflings. Don't give them anything else.
So since we're gonna need that for a minute, I want to, if I can, take a minute to think about that to change my focus to something else. Am I allowed to do that?
Yep.
Okay, just 1 second.
Telemachus, I feel like we can trust her. Why don't we let her
Psychic
have the lead
phantoms?
on this one?
Phantoms, really?
Well, the focus gives me advantage on charisma checks or deception.
Art, if this will be fun.
I hope she's better at this than I am, because I'm a terrible liar.
After you say that, you have the opportunity to perceive something Telemachus does.
Should I roll? I'm
If
gonna
you
roll.
want.
If we are coming up to the gates, I will.
I mean, this
cast
is an
guidance
official one.
on
I was just
the,
giving him a chance to do something funny.
Okay.
You don't see shit. Telemachus nods along.
Can I try?
Poor Art.
I guess I don't know. Shun, this is an arbitration moment, I guess. If I
Let you
think
guys do it.
that if Telemachus would do something that they may or may not see, do you want me to tell you what he does and you set a DC, or can I just adjudicate?
Well, you could roll based off what it is, right?
Fair.
And that would set the DC, and they'd have to roll against it.
Fair. Let me roll the thing. There. Beat that.
Well, what do they roll in perception?
Yes, perception.
Roll perception. If you're actively trying to see what
Yeah. I think that's a 12.
it is,
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you don't see it.
because if they had advantage, it would have been 16.
That's a weird system for advantage.
Very weird. It's like they roll twice.
It's just an auto
and
double
that
roll?
second die-
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
I tried. It wasn't terrible though. That's the good news. You know, with the new dice, that was my first time rolling actually in game for something, so that's great.
That's fair. No. You say to Telemachus that you think we can trust Nil. You think she's got this, and he nods along.
I totally trust her.
Absolutely. Let's do the thing.
Oh no.
I'm
Alright.
gonna. If we're near the gate, I'm gonna tap orange blood and cast guidance on her.
You broke up a little bit.
Casting guidance.
She's casting guidance on somebody. Nil, Alessandra, somebody.
No, when we are up to the gate,
You're gonna cast a spell at the gate.
before we get to the gate.
Okay, how far out from the gate are you gonna cast this spell? It's really important.
30 feet.
I'm pretty sure they can see that. Alright.
Most people could.
Also druids, so it's like.
So at 30 feet, you begin to cast a spell.
Yep.
Who are you
Do
casting
any
on?
of us notice?
You're
Oh,
start
no.
casting.
Okay. It's very fast, so I don't have time to do anything, but yeah. Those numbers. You might actually want to change that, Shun. We can see all those rolls.
That's okay, I don't mind. Okay. And then you guys continue forward?
This was the
Yeah.
plan. Have they reacted noticeably? Anything changed?
There's talking amongst them. As you get
Hmm.
closer, the two very large gentlemen, you see silver blades that are glowing and translucent just fill their hands, as though they're great swords.
Hmm.
There is no hilt. It just appears to come directly from their hand.
That's great. I love that. Nothing is wrong.
Everybody act natural.
I'm sitting down and Druid craft some plants on the ground.
You're going to cast
Rude.
again?
Oh, no.
Plants on the ground.
Plants on the ground.
You said act natural, and just druids are the most natural thing.
True. Can't fault you.
We're gonna make some mushrooms.
That's a lot of dice rolls.
At this point, you notice that they all are looking in your general direction. Many of the robed gentlemen appear to be in a defensive stand.
I look back at. You said you were sitting on the ground.
I'm sitting on the ground and then pluck one and like, want to have some?
No, I'll pass. I think you're making them nervous, though.
To the guard. No, to the guard.
You're offering him mushrooms you just picked up out of the desert.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure of this.
It's not gonna get us killed at all.
I
So,
need an intellect save from you,
For me?
Toria,
Dorian.
Not make great. See my character sheet. Just come set up and stuff.
Safe. Okay. This, and then I'm gonna write it like that.
Just intellect. Okay. You feel something touch you, like your actual person. Not physically, but mentally.
Yeah, I'm still looking around. Like,
Okay.
I was. Okay, that may come out wrong. I was touched so many times. Mentally, I'm a little bit nervous about that.
Okay. Do you do anything?
No, I'm pooling around the dirt again.
The sand?
The sand, the plants, mushrooms.
The lone and level sands, which stretch
I'm
far
still-
away.
I'm still sitting.
Then I still need you to make 3 more saves.
This +2 and 3 more.
You only have to. You have to do them one at a time.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
that
it'll
was
just
wrong.
it'll add them up.
As Tori just seems to fall over unconscious.
With a
God
mushroom in my hand.
Did I by chance observe the various robed figures incanting anything?
You did not incant anything, no. But roll perception.
Aye. 1 sec.
I'm not even worried about it. I'm gonna turn around and pick her up, throw her over my shoulder.
There you are, sir.
You notice that a few of them, you see their hands moving inside the rope. And you may see a faint glow around their eyes for half a second.
I'm picking her up and putting her over my shoulder.
Okay.
I notify the rest of the party that, as is quite predictable, the guards, the robed figures, have probably done this. They seem to be casting something to me.
Oh, those
You
sons
guys,
of
are right, you
bitches.
guys are almost right next to them right now, so
Yeah.
they can
Uh,
hear you.
Smash?
Oh, we are that close? I thought we were
Oh,
still
yeah.
like
No, you're close enough.
further out.
I'm picking her
Okay,
up
then I
and
don't
throwing
do
her over
that.
my shoulder like nothing.
I thought we were further.
like
you-
total
You
nonchalant.
freaking made mushrooms in the middle of the desert and offered them to the guard.
Dwayne's like, but is like twitching at this moment, just waiting to go.
I'm honestly shocked that this didn't go worse than it just did.
Oh no, someone disconnected.
Well, we're not done.
Well, as an opening salvo, that's pretty tame.
Fair enough. We lost Master.
Oh no.
And
The
it's
layout,
just-
I assume, is ruined.
Yes.
Yep.
But good news is, won't take much to make another one.
And then she'll reconnect.
Yeah,
Yes.
but at least we'll be prepared for the next time someone disconnects. One camera closer.
We really need to get you some other way of doing this. This is pretty difficult.
It's, well, once it's set up, it won't be too bad because I've had to do it enough to I figured out ways to where I can pre-stage things with just stuff and things.
You've lost all your sexy. Where am I?
The two large, giantish creatures start to walk over towards the bottom. And Art, since he's picked it up. Behind him, the 7-robed figure.
I'm eyeing them warily.
Has anybody addressed them yet? I nudge Alessandra. Besides Toria. Toria's doing Toria things right now.
Tori's passed out.
No one's addressed them yet, but let's wait until they say something.
I was waiting to let Nil do the lead there.
The thing they say might be taking Toria for questioning.
Do we smash?
So the two
No.
get there, actually stand there, their swords raised. They point at Art and tell him to drop. Drop it.
I apologize. My friend here is not right in the head. The heat's hitting her pretty hard.
Drop the blasphemer.
She's not a blasphemer, I promise you.
The robed figures start to spread out.
Look, I'm not trying to get in any trouble. We're hurting already. We've come in from the desert. We've been harried by dinosaurs and halflings and worms and all manner of things. The poor woman was trying to offer you something of peace. Something to make peace with you and us.
There
Can you
is
not
a
see-
sheen that goes across the half giants that appears to be a incorporeal plate.
Where do I get
Before
that?
things become excessive, might I ask what you want with her?
She is a blasphemer. We'll take her.
You'll have to pardon us, good sirs. We're not necessarily from around here.
God damn
Can you
it!
please inform us what she has done wrong?
She has used forbidden magic.
I didn't see any sign that said
And
no
they
forbidden
step-
magic.
I thought the art of druidry was not something forbidden anymore.
One of the giants puts his blade up to your throat.
I defiantly raised my chin.
What's that?
Defiantly raised my chin.
I
Drop her.
say to Art, maybe you should set her down. Tink, are you standing kinda in the back?
Yep. Tink hasn't said a word. It just has like the cloak completely surrounding him.
Say something, please.
I say, see if you can wake her up first, Art.
Do not touch her. Put her down.
How about this? We'll leave.
How about this? One of the rogue creatures says, and roll a strength save.
All incautious party members shall die.
You actually failed to believe it or not.
God damn.
20?
Kicked from the call? Yes, it's
Kicked.
two sand hands reach up and grab your leg and start to pull you slowly down.
I do have a curiosity, actually, regarding this. So the one who appears to have cast it, does the ground become any more blighted underneath him?
Everything is blighted in this area.
Ah, no way to tell, really.
No, but the mushrooms that were picked died, yes.
Fuck. I'll let Telemachus also know this. I like to think he's an intuitive kind of guy. He
You guys
doesn't
get
say
the
anything
sense
yet,
that,
but
like-
there is a panicked look on Telemachus's face.
All
its
right.
eyes glowing red, it looks at you and says, "This is your last chance. Drop it."
Dwayne starts twitching at this point. You can just tell he's getting anxious.
All right. With one hand, I'm sorry, Art pulls out his scimitar. The other, he says, "Dwayne, smash!"
Yes!
Alright, we're in it. Telemachus follows with smash and run.
I expect you guys to get past this area without that, so I'm going to write everything down real quick. Give me 1 second.
Sorry. I thought if I could see Discord on my phone, I could put like a second screen up or something.
Every goddamned time.
If it makes you feel any better, Chris, I once spent a good 2 hours waiting in a box for them to build a stretcher.
That shit happened.
Yep.
So what did I just miss in the 3 hours that I was gone?
Let me bring you up to speed on that one. You cut the call immediately as we approached the guards and giants, correct?
I know. I didn't think it was gonna do that. And it
We approached the guards and giants. Toria immediately started casting guidance on you, I'm fairly sure.
Yeah.
The guards noticed this. So then she sat down and started casting Druidcraft. They definitely noticed that. So then, like, 5 of them cast Sleep or something similar on her, and she passed out.
She went unconscious.
Yes. And Art picked her up. Then everybody walked right up into our grill and said, "No, you're gonna put her down. She's a blasphemer. She's coming with us." And Art's saying, no, because Art, in fairness, is Art. He's definitely Art.
Okay. Okay,
He
we're
also
doing
said
this. Are we in
act
initiative?
naturally.
What's going on?
And then they cast, like, stone hands, stone grasp, or whatever it is, on Art, so he's, held.
Drug into the earth.
Oh.
Yeah. So, yeah, we end this.
Art's
Art
not
called
losing.
out
Yeah,
Dwayne
but-
Smash. Telemachus called out Smash and Run because he's not going to stick around and try and kill a bunch of guards. We can't take a city by force.
Yeah.
Also of note, I don't believe anybody else noted it, but because I was talking about it while you were gone, the things that Toria summoned into life died when they were casting. So they, Telemachus believes, aren't exactly the good guys. And when they say blaspheme, they mean Druidcraft.
Nobody's
know
the
what
good
they mean.
guys but us.
Well, it's Dark Sun, so literally no one's the good guys.
But us.
But even that's questionable.
I am a good guy, gosh damn it.
Okay, you are a good guy. That's fair. But
Notice I said gosh damn it.
yes, this happened. Telemachus has intuited that they are arcane magic users, and they know this, and they're going to kill Toria for being a druid. So it's not best to try and make that defense.
This is insane.
Also, we're screwed.
This is insane.
I see that
We're
20
going
there,
2
Sheen. That's a beautiful
minutes.
20.
This is
That happens if
insane.
you're not here.
Oh, is that a
2 minutes.
countdown? Or are you just rolling lucky? Oh, he's rolling initiatives. Alright. Took me a moment to realize. We can't go 3 minutes into a social interaction here in this plane of existence without getting into a fight.
Well, they're all a bunch of
No, the
cucks.
casting was a mistake. We could have just walked in.
I'm not in charge of Toria.
Toria, what's wrong with you?
No one's in charge of Toria but Almond.
Technically,
What
Toria's
is wrong?
unconscious, so no one can talk to her right now.
This is true.
Yes.
That was pointless exercise.
Alright, everyone but Victoria roll initiative.
Aye, aye. There you go.
Oh!
Jesus.
Art, you'll miss the first round.
Jeez.
While pulling his.
Aren't you in the ground also?
Being pulled
Yeah.
under.
I'm holding someone and a sword in the other hand.
Are you guys actually rolling initiatives? Because
Mm-hmm.
it took Telemachus's, but not your guys's. So somebody did
We're
something.
rolling
Oh, I
separate
just-
for the
I
action.
just rolled
I
a
rolled a
d20.
D.
Not. So yeah, no, you should be rolling actual initiative, so it adds it automatically. I'll add them.
How do you.
What's
take mine?
Well, mine I added the modifier in the roll,
How do you
There's
roll
an
initiative?
action.
Is there a commander roll
so
initiative?
that's like a D20 plus 3.
I rolled
I
in
mapped
my
mine to the
character
hot
sheet.
bar.
I rolled mine in the character sheet. Does that work?
Like I have initiative like in my thing, but I didn't like in my actions, but I didn't trust it to add my modifier. So I just rolled the D20 plus 3.
I don't have a
Does mine
modifier.
show up?
0.
I rolled
You're
mine in
rolling
my
some
character sheet. Does that work?
It does not appear to have worked, no.
Did not roll.
Okay, because I see it in chat, but it's way up there now.
I do not see initiative roll for you ever.
Yeah.
Looks
No, if
something
you
else.
don't have it mapped, you can pull up your character sheet, the edit character thing, and then find it under actions when you press the little gear wheel.
The only thing is I don't know if that. Let's see.
That's
Plus
over
Dex
roll.
mod 2.
Yeah, that adds it into it. I'm gonna change that number though, back to what it was.
Yeah, my initiative roll is wrong though, because like it says that my Dex mod is 2. It's my
Right.
initiative
If you
should be
mouse over
plus
it,
3.
if you- right. But hold on. If you mouse over it, it says 2 plus 2 is what it gave you.
Yeah, but I have it's plus my Dex mod.
Right. It's showing your Dex mod currently at 2.
Which is not correct. Look at your character sheet and see if it's wrong in there.
No, it's right in there, but why is
Not the D&D Beyond one, the Astral one.
No, it's right. I'm saying it's right.
Huh.
I'm just wondering why D&D Beyond is wrong.
I'm gonna test something really quick. So on my roll, I guess.
0, 2, and what's it say in Astral?
Correct?
Okay. No deck
Oh,
mod.
do you get a bonus to initiative from one of your like racial shit?
I don't. Oh, I know what's going on. Jack of all trades.
Hard shit.
Jack of all trades. That's why it's wrong. Because it should be adding an additional +1 to my initiative to make it a +3 instead of just my next mod because of Jack of all trades.
Bard shit doing bard shit.
Yeah. So that 4 is wrong.
What? You
It
have
should be like
five?
a 5.
Oh my god.
Did that work?
Yes.
You did it right the first time.
Great.
Oh, Shun
Yeah,
hit the button.
somebody, I hit the button because she asked me something on my turn. And okay, combat's still there. That's good. At least it remembers everything.
But yeah, my initiative should be 5 and not 4 because it's Jack of all.
Alright, so we're just gonna go with approximates because I don't have the tokens here, so I really didn't expect you to get 12. But they are approximately They're next to Art.
Mm,
The two half giants, and behind them would be the rest of them. So
How many are the rest of them?
you see 6 robed figures. You see 6 robed figures. So one of them, since Art's already there, any, mini, money, mo. Is that Dwayne that's on the right side? Dwayne, I need a
Yes.
check from you that is a... I need a intellect save.
Intellect save, so it'll be...
That's his lowest one.
Actually is not.
Yeah.
So that'll be a 19.
How's that wisdom looking, buddy?
And you fall asleep. Lady Alessandra? I can see them in my head, I just can't draw them out for you guys.
Mhm.
That's fine. I definitely do not want to go ag. Right. So I'm just think.
Hello?
Hello.
Alright.
Hello.
Hello.
It just got awfully quiet and I was worried.
Yeah.
This is the quiet of indecision.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm going to take the dash action and just run in the opposite direction away.
Book it. Goddamn. You just looped on my screen and you went right back where you were.
Go ahead and move yourself.
Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Mm-hmm.
15.
She makes a run for it. Alright.
Mhm.
Tank, what are you gonna do? Tank, did you re-roll your initiative? You did. You bat.
I'm still trying to get the sheet to work. For some reason, it doesn't seem to have transferred all my stuff over. One go with that because the second one was me just trying to get the sheet to work.
Yeah, if you just linked Roll20, it doesn't. It's not an import function.
Alright, yeah, it's not
Yeah.
your turn yet then.
It is a utility link.
At which point it would be this one's turn. And Telemachus.
Aye.
Strength check.
Okay. Those are my favorite.
Probably not today.
One strength saving throw.
So hands of sand reach up and grab you and start to pull you down.
Mm-hmm.
Do you wish to do anything?
Oh, is it my turn right after?
Oh no, it's Zelazo's.
Oh, so I get like a reaction to it. Okay.
Oh, it's Zelazo's turn.
Oh, okay.
No, it's my turn.
I know it's an unfamiliar name, but
Yeah, it cut out.
Zelazo.
Yes, there we go. Understood.
Do you wish to do anything?
Oh no, I'll just I'll keep watching, see what happens.
Tink, what do you like to do?
I am. You said Telemachus was trapped?
Yes, and a hand of sand is currently holding him and pulling him into the sand.
I am going to try to attack using my longsword, the Hand of Sand.
Okay.
+8.
Strike it. Roll your damage.
Mess him up.
Alright. Roll what?
Your damage.
This is where you lay the goose egg.
Assume that was damage? For
Yes.
some reason,
Roll
he
your
keeps.
damage.
You keep breaking up for some reason.
I have no idea. I have a new headset coming, but that should be the problem.
I think it's just I'm gonna have to go buy the new laptop.
Okay. So you strike it very hard. Your sword seems to go really, really deep.
Is it still holding him?
Have I been stabbed?
'Tis but a flesh wound.
Specified I aimed for the hand.
You've been stabbed before. You're okay.
I'm trying to figure out how to work this. There it is. As you deal 20 points of damage.
2.
To what?
Is that complete?
To what?
Not to me, so we're good.
You may want to look at your character's health.
Shit. Yep. I've seen that update.
It is sand.
I cry out in pain.
As you pull back your sword, and it has a little coat of red blood.
Won't use my second attack then.
Do it. Definitely heard it.
I'm gonna end my turn.
Second attack. Where's that second attack? Oh.
I'm not sure what to do, so yeah, that's gonna be the end of mine.
Okay. Telemachus,
Hi.
what would you like to do?
Grow visibly more wearied.
You can make a
By
strength
the-
check to break.
Can I just?
I do not.
Everybody is making these saves at advantage, right?
If they didn't, they didn't. Well, if even advantage on that strength saving throw, it was an 11.
Yeah.
Because the second roll was a 2. Actually, it was a 1.
Oh, 2.
I'm just saying I have my sword out, so everybody should be making saves at advantage.
Right,
This
that
is
was
noted,
actually
good
a
sir.
1 that he had
Yes.
rolled as a disadvantage. So, go ahead.
I, having been robustly stabbed and trapped by hands and just tired, I may honestly be safer in captivity this time.
Okay, what are you gonna do?
I am not attempting to break out of the hands unless they are going to kill me right here. I would like to save my action
They're
to
pulling you
respond.
into the sand.
So the hands are continuing to drag me downwards, is what you're
Oh
saying.
yeah.
I will attempt to break the hold of the hands on me.
Alright, give me strength.
Yeah. So,
You break free.
okay. Having broken free, that burns my action, actually. Let me double check if I can do this as a bonus action. I forget the mechanic. No, it's an action. Check my range. Alright, it's not that bad then. I dash backwards, as Lady Alessandra have done. And I hold at 60 feet away from where I was, basically. And end my turn there.
Okay. Next, robed figure again. So you moved back, right back here somewhere.
Yes, I should be roughly adjacent to Alessandra. Yeah.
You'd be there actually. She was further back.
Yes, because she started further back, correct.
Point. It would be another robed figure. You two are no problem right now. Tink. Tink roll. A strength. Tell Marcus athletics is not strength.
It is not. I could not, on the spur of the moment, figure out how to get to do it, but I have no bonus to athletics. It's the same as my strength check.
Well, there's a modifier being used because you got a 21.
Yeah, it's 1, which is the same as my strength modifier.
Tink, are you there? Hello?
Here, in fact, let me see if I can figure it out. Okay, I've worked out how to do the strength check. I'm good for next time. You just click on the name instead of the little skills to the side.
Tink, you're muted.
Alright, can we say Tink holds his turn, or is he the last on the one to go?
Can Tink type to me, or I just need a strength save. That's all I really need.
We have no Tink interaction at the moment. I'm uncertain.
I will pass.
We have heard nothing.
Thor is asleep. Dwayne is asleep. Mark those timers off.
That's not a continued save each round?
It is not a continued save, no. It is
You
a
go
time-
down for a number.
This one. Oh. It really depends on what Tink does.
Tink.
He's in the channel. He's just muted.
I'll make it easy. I'll go after Nil.
No.
Nil, make a Constitution save.
Oh no. Here we go. Trying to find it.
Do you require assistance?
Oh. I think I found.
If you have clicked anything, it is. There you go.
Okay. this pain in your stomach that you seem to be able to shrug. And it's your turn.
All right. So there's a group of people, right? Is that group centered on the figure that's not on our team?
Now I'm going to show you on using him, but I'm going to move him back. There's a giant right here. There is a right here. There are 6 figures between here and somewhere around here. You do not
Okay.
see this person.
Okay. Probably because they're too far away, right?
No, you just do not see them.
Oh, okay. 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 Well. Okay. I would like to use. Before I make my action, can I ask a question about my bonus action?
Sure.
Never mind. That's not going to be useful to me right now, anyway. I'll wait on that. What I want to do is I want to use something called Phantom Betrayal on one of the giants. It's an intelligence save.
Okay.
And so do I don't know if I roll for that or what.
You rolled an 18. Is your save below an 18? It should be.
Yeah.
So he makes it.
My save?
Your spell save DC, which is a static number based on your ability scores that they roll against when they make saves.
Which in your case should be intellect. What's your intellect right now?
19?
That is
Is it
indignant.
19?
It would be 17 is your DC. Or 16, one of the two. But either way, he would still make it.
Okay. Well, can I use my movement to run?
Two of your party members dashed.
You can go your distance, yeah. You're gonna run with them?
Yeah.
Go.
I guess that's it. Is that it? That's it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
Mark off a usage of key points since I used one. To take that dash as a bonus
Where
action.
do you do that?
Key points, I'm doing it in D&D Beyond. I don't seem to have a mechanism for it here in Astral.
One of the guards reaches up with his sword and strikes yours out of your hand. True.
Me?
Yes.
I don't get a roll.
I mean, if you want to roll, you can, but it's just basically the attack versus. Make a athletics. Okay, he strikes it. You hold on to your sword. At which point the second one strikes you at you.
You cut out just a touch there, Shin.
Yeah.
Sorry. He strikes at you. Is your AC at least 14 right now?
I'm not wearing armor.
So that's a no.
Well, I mean, what is AC for
10
chainmail?
is native.
10 dex
10 dex
is
yeah.
your unarmored.
Plus shield, 12.
You have you're holding a shield and a sword and Toria.
Yeah.
You mind telling me how?
Hold the sword. She's over my shoulder.
She would fall down. She would fall out. There's no way you could have your shield and hold on to her at the same time.
Alright, I drop my shield then.
Okay, it's only 5 points.
Okay.
You have a lot of hit points.
Mm-hmm.
I hope so.
At which
Yeah,
point,
that's fine.
another one of the robed ones does something that doesn't seem to affect anyone who's currently conscious. As does the next one. Art, you rolled a 1, so that would take us back to the top. One of the rogue figures needs a con save from Art. Should be easy for him. Should be. Okay. Double check in a second. Again, I wasn't prepared for you guys to fight these guys.
Gotta summon up some stat blocks.
Yeah, I'm doing random stuff real quick, yeah. I'm gonna let that save go through. Lady Alessandra, what would you like to do?
I would like to continue to take the dash action, basically.
You just keep running away?
Yeah. I'm like, I am like well off the map at this. Wait, why don't
I have a question
I just took you off the map.
about
Yes.
dash.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the same thing as disengage, is it?
No.
No, she's just full out using everything to run.
Okay.
It does also consume an action, though.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe this is counterintuitive, but like, never mind. I'm not gonna ask that now.
But dash versus disengage.
Yeah, I was just wondering about like an attacks of opportunity, but I'll ask that later.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
It's not even my turn anyway, so I'm not even gonna guess.
You have a curious mind. Whose turn is it there, Shu? It's not mine, hopefully.
It is mine.
Oh.
There. That's my turn. Oh wait, no. You know what? I'll dash. There. Wonderful.
Might I ask if you are visible to us?
No. No, I am not.
That seems highly relevant. Thank you for specifying.
Yep.
Sorry, forgot I was muted.
You've been muted a long ass time, bud. We were talking at you.
Yeah.
Oh, I needed to. I had something that I had to take care of suddenly,
Hmm.
and then when I came back, I forgot to turn it off.
Yep.
So apparently, when you talked to me, I was I'm gonna draw my shield out, step next to Art, and then I'm going to ready an action to take a swing if someone tries to hit me or Art physically.
My friend, you've missed several rounds of combat.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I don't know. Shun's also not talking. I don't know if his mic's dead or something, or if he's handling some other mechanical stuff.
I know you guys all left. I know the only ones left are Art and
Art and Toria
Dwayne.
and Nil.
Oh.
And Dwayne. Or
Yeah.
Nil, you fled,
Dwayne's
actually.
asleep.
Never mind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna give you guys a heads up. Art's not letting this go as it stands right now.
Oh, Shun is attempting to reconnect, looks like.
So we're either going to die or one of you is going to talk Art out of this.
Telemachus is going to do what Telemachus is going to do. He's going to give you a chance to get out of this one alive. The only
Yeah.
chance he can give you.
Art's not losing another person.
Oh, no, you can get Toria out. If you're fast and strong and clever.
He's trapped. The sand has him.
You get a chance to break that every round, my man.
Oh, I haven't been given
And-
one yet.
is gonna back you up. He's
You
not
rolled a
leaving
20,
you,
Jacob.
but he's also not.
Like, I will sacrifice myself if one of you will take her and run.
I will labor to improve your odds somewhat above that.
Like I said, Tink's gonna try to provide you assistance.
All right, Shun is hitting us with the break time while he handles some stuff, so I'm gonna go and get a beverage.
All right. Yeah, it is.
I'll be right back too.
Hit him with that.
Have fun. Imagine what I'm gonna do.
We got the BRB.
Hit him with that Eric Andre show. We'll be right back.
Actually, I got a video that I dug up that I'm gonna play the audio of. Where is it at? There we go.
Dungeons and Dragons. Satan's game. Your children, like it or not, are attracted in their weaker years to the occult, and a game like D&D fuels their imagination and makes them feel special, while drawing them deeper and deeper into the bowels of El Diablo. This afternoon, the Dead Alewives Watchtower invites you to sit in on an actual gaming session. Observe the previously unobservable as a hidden camera takes you to the inner sanctum of Dungeons and Dragons.
Galstaff, you have entered the door to the north. You are now by yourself, standing in a dark room. The pungent stench of mildew emanates from the wet dungeon walls.
Where are the Cheetos?
They're right next to you.
I cast a spell. Where's the Mountain Dew?
In the fridge, duh!
I want to cast a spell.
Can
I have a Mountain Dew?
Yes, you can have a Mountain Dew, just go get it.
I can cast any of these, right? On the list?
Yes, any of the first level ones.
I'm gonna get a soda. Anyone want one? Hey, Graham, I'm not in the room, right?
What room?
I want to cast Magic Missile. A room where he's casting all these spells from.
He hasn't cast anything yet.
I am, though, if you'd listen. I'm casting Magic Missile.
Why are you casting Magic Missile? There's nothing to attack here.
I'm attacking the darkness.
Fine. You attack the darkness. There's an elf in front of you.
Whoa! That's me, right?
He's wearing a brown tunic, and he has gray hair and blue eyes.
No, I don't. I have gray eyes.
Let me see that sheet.
Well, it says I have Well, it says I have blue, but I decided I wanted gray eyes.
Whatever. Okay, you guys can talk to each other now if you want.
Hello. Hello. I am Galstaff, Sorcerer of Light. Then how come you had to cast Magic Missile?
You guys are being attacked.
Do I see that happening?
No, you're outside by the tavern.
Cool, I get drunk.
There are 7 ogres surrounding you.
How could they surround us? I had Mordenkainen's magical watchdog cast.
No, you didn't.
I'm getting drunk. Are there any girls there? I totally did. You asked me if I wanted any equipment before this adventure, and I said no. But I need material components for all my spells, so I cast Mordenkainen's faithful watchdog.
But you never actually cast it.
Roll the dice to see if I'm getting drunk.
Yeah, you are.
Are there any girls there?
Yeah.
I did, though. I completely said when you asked me.
No, you didn't. You didn't actually say that you were casting the spell, so now there's ogres, okay?
Ogres? Man, I got an ogre slaying knife. It's got a +9 against ogres.
You're not there. You're getting drunk.
Okay, but if there's any girls there, I want to do them.
There you have it. A frightening look into America's most frightening pastime. Remember that it's not your children's fault that they're being drawn into a satanic world of nightmare. It's their gym teacher's fault for making them feel outcast when they couldn't do one single pull-up.
Hello? Can you hear me?
kind of memorize where they went, so I'm gonna have to rebuild it. Tink had gone. One of the rogue figures would have gone right afterwards. And for that, I would need Tink to make a strength save.
Alrighty. Damn.
I can't see it.
18.
How much?
18.
Okay. Sand reaches up around your waist and then just falls away. Telemachus?
Aye. My turn is up, thank God. I stepped away from the computer for a moment to remove our cat from the room. Has only Tink's turn passed?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, good. Good to know. From my point, I will use my monk feature to cast darkness on their location, obscuring them from view.
What's the range?
The range is 60 feet, sir, precisely as far away as I moved.
So as you turn around, you see 4 black, shadowy dogs running at you.
Do I recognize them?
Yes and no.
Hmm.
They are similar but dissimilar. Much larger. And there's 4 of them.
How far away are the dogs, sir?
30 feet.
Hmm.
And they are charging right toward you, Lady Alessandra, and whoever else went down that direction.
Are they very fast? Are they moving at the same speed that I move?
They look like they're moving extremely fast. Like they will be at you if you stop. But that's what you see. You can do it as well.
Indeed, I must now make some in-character attempts at deciding what I would do. I have to plumb the depths of my character for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Alessandra, you've already run a further 60 feet away, have you not?
Yes.
Shit. Who's by me? Is that Nil by me?
Mm-hmm.
I address you very quickly. Can you keep the dogs off me?
I can try.
All right. We're making an attempt.
No.
I can.
You know what these are, and you know they're much more powerful versions.
I mean, I can slow him down a little bit at least.
That probably won't do. I need you to basically fight all of them for maybe like 30 seconds.
All 4 of them, 5 rounds.
Yeah.
That's probably not going to be possible at this level, but alright.
Alright, you can tell me it's not possible. Give me your accurate assessment as your character would say. I ask you, can you take all of them?
One moment while I assess the lies I've told you and see if those will hold up.
Is that what you say to him? Wait a minute, let me think about the last
No, I don't. I'm out of character. I'm consulting my notes as to what I've said to him versus what I actually am. So I had to kind of make sure that I could pretend to continue to be what I'm saying I am while at the same time fighting these things off. So I'm trying to step between worlds with that. So it's kind of out of character.
And survey says
I can push them, but I can't.
We do some geometry real fast. So
There's
they're
a lot coming at us, you know.
30.
There's a lot.
That the geometry's fucked. Actually, it's not great. They're 30 feet away. God damn it, Shun.
I mean, they did it while you were running away, so.
Yep. Fuck. I say give it a try to nil. I cast darkness as described, blocking vision to them and hopefully reducing the number of spells that can easily impact them for a moment.
Okay.
I begin running, maintaining my 60-foot distance off to the side.
To the right or the left?
I will say to the right, given that they're all basically equidistant, me to them, and coming straight at me.
Okay.
I go to the right. If it's all the same.
Yeah, that's fine. So you two went.
I can move only 30 feet this round. Unless I burn a key point to do dash as a bonus action. And I've just burned 2 key points for darkness, so I don't do that.
Okay.
I still have some, but I'm saving them for a moment.
That's no problem. Just rolling some dice. Okay. A swing at Church. Yes. And another one at Tink, which is a miss. Tink, you don't know these are incoming, but would you like to swing back anyways?
You are blind.
No, I'm not gonna take it. Yeah, if I'm blinded, I'm not gonna know they're there. I'm not gonna be able to swing.
Okay. What do we have left?
Everybody should be blind. Hopefully.
Yes. Zero's down for one more round. Master Mist, what did you want to do for the dogs?
Well, I'm going to, and this is probably not going to do a single thing, but it's literally the only thing I have that can hit multiple people at the same time. So I'm going to build a wall.
You're just gonna go build a wall?
Hmm?
Okay, so you start to mortar bricks?
No.
I mean...
I think you know that's not what I mean.
Be specific.
Oh, jeez.
Listen to
Goddamn
me.
stink.
I'm talking
Let
to
me
you
look up
on
the
my
word.
phone.
He cannot see anything you put in chat, even if it's privately to him, because he's on his phone. His computer is bust for the moment.
Well, it's doing stupid Windows updates at the moment. I'm not sure what that's doing right now.
Okay. The thing I'm trying to do is telekinetic barrier.
Okay.
A 40-foot long, 10-foot high, 1-inch thick wall with with an AC of 10 and 10 HP per 10 feet.
Okay.
So there's no save. So
It's just a
kinda
wall.
goes up.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
May I specify, though? Important. I ran off to the side.
I'm not putting it in front of you. I'm putting it between us and Art, or between us and the dogs. More appropriately. What I want to do is I want to place it right around that blue planet,
Around what?
so that we around
What blue
the
planet?
the cyan blue sort of sphere.
The visible map
On
in
the map?
Astral.
There's no
Which he
grid
can't
here,
see.
So
No, I need to go
Shrug?
right along.
okay, so if Art is north and we're in the middle of this like directional plane, if Art's north and we're south, right?
Mm-hmm.
And somewhere in the middle are the dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Telemachus is running. Telemachus is running which way? Left or right?
To the right.
To the right on the map, which would be our.
And Lady
east.
Alessandra ran straight down.
Straight south.
Okay, so if he's running from south to east, so he's running from south to southeast, right? Like in that direction, I want to
Yeah.
place something like a barrier
Yeah.
between there, so that the dogs will run into it as a distraction to them. So, like on a diagonal, if I can do
Read to me
that.
the description it says again.
Art, Tink, and
No, the description of the ability.
The ability.
okay, so that let me the exact text. I have my notes in short.
Yeah, because I don't think it's invisible. That's why I'm saying. It's just a
Hey.
telekinetic barrier.
It says transparent.
Transparent, but not invisible, right?
I mean, it doesn't have to be invisible. You know, their dogs probably smell it as they run up towards it. You know, I'm not gonna say what kind of dogs they are
that's
or
fine.
whatever, but
Yeah, we're gonna let him go. It's fine. It's up. The wall's up.
it's a transparent walls, but I don't know.
Okay. Two veer towards as the wall appears. Two of them start to go out towards Telemachus. Two of them come towards you. One of them runs into the wall, and the other one jumps over it.
Okay. So for my bonus action,
Okay, your bonus
I
action
wanna-
would be before they move, so go ahead.
I want to. 1 second. I want to use my class feature of mystical recovery, but I don't know if I can do that because I haven't been hit yet.
No, you can't.
Wait till I take damage, then start doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well then I would like to use my movement to move farther south, which would probably be off the map. I don't know where we're going after that.
Okay. Yeah, it's you have one dog about 30 feet behind you, one that's 60 feet behind you at the wall, and then they have two running towards Telemachus at the moment. Then. Okay.
So I'm just gonna put myself there. I'm continuing onwards, but I don't know how to interpret that with there not being a grid.
We're just gonna have to do it in our heads, which is what I'm doing anyways right now.
Yeah.
Which would take us back up to Lady Alessandra, which I believe is at the top of the list. I don't remember.
I might be.
Are you continuing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That.
Okay. At which point you feel the ground become soft beneath your feet. Anybody who's in that little area?
Which little area is that?
Up by Church and Daryl and Tori and Tink. The ground becomes very soft and you start to sink down into it. If you're not currently grass, if you are currently grass, it's no different. If you're not currently grass, you just start to sink into it. And give me 1 second, I may have. Please tell me you got an update. Oh, you're not, of course. You're just rebooting. Alright,
You probably don't have access to the counter anymore, but hopefully the sleep on Toria and Dwayne is ticking down.
yes, the one on Dwayne is over this round, and Tori is next round.
You're almost back up, buddy.
I rolled lower for one than the other.
Hmm.
That one. Trying to remember the sequence here. Sorry. I'm just gonna put these in. Do you guys remember what you rolled initially for your initiatives? Or not?
I can scroll back up and tell you.
Yeah, the initial ones, not the re-rolled ones.
5.
Because I need
Good,
to.
bye.
Yeah.
Technically 22.
20.
Damn.
I had a
I had you
16.
lower though, because you didn't add that, right? 16. 16 for. Okay, for you.
Telemachus has a 15.
I need two right there. Church, do you remember what your initial roll was? I think it
1.
was kind of 1. No, that's right. Oh yeah, no, you get to go, Church. Sorry, you get to go before we go back up to the top.
Alright, are any of them within melee range of me?
You have no
You can't
idea.
see shit.
It is totally
You're in the
black.
middle of my magical darkness. This is the chance Telemachus is giving you.
And you're still being held by the earth.
Alright,
You can roll a strength
Alright.
save to break it.
I'll try to break it.
Okay.
You should actually roll it because actually no, do you have your sword out? Does that continue to apply advantage? I don't know how your stuff works.
Only against magical effects.
This is a pretty magical effect.
Well, not really.
Sand hands
It's
aren't
magic
magical?
moving some earth around.
That's not magic.
Oh shit, this is the other one. I don't know how that works at all then.
Is that not high enough?
I can't see it, so I can't tell you.
He's on his phone.
13.
Oh, 13.
No, it is not high enough.
In that case, I'm going to continue to guard Almond.
Over your shoulder?
Yeah, as best I can.
Okay. That would have brought us back up to Lady Alessandra, who does her thing. That creates the earth to then become really soft underneath you. Church, when you get up to your shoulders, it stops and becomes solid again. They can't see you, so they're going to move around. There. And there. At which point, Tink, it's your turn. You're up to your calves in the sand.
Tink can't get Art out. He's gonna try to get free and then run, because he can't save him now.
You could roll athletics to run out of it.
Okay.
Pulling your legs up out of it.
Can I actually see if I got it to work this time?
That's a check of 13.
13.
13?
Yeah.
You start to move, but you don't go far.
That's gonna be my turn. It was trying to get free and moving.
Okay. If you tried to move your full distance, at the very end, you would still be out of it. You would just be going at half distance.
Okay. So. Yeah.
Did you want to do anything, Chris?
Let me see. So there's still magical darkness in that wonderful little group right there, right?
Yep. And you see the three people furthest split apart.
Right. One ran to the right.
Yeah, one you're not catching up with.
Yeah,
one
I
went up
wanted
to the
that.
right, and one is almost near you.
That's the person who went to the right. Whoever saw that. Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah.
Yeah, that's me.
All right.
Yeah, that's Telemachus. He ran far away.
I'm going to.
however close you were when we started our previous round, I am now 30 feet further.
All right, and right where I'm at. Oh, hard choice. You know what? Yeah, I'm just going to follow to the right a bit. Not doing much of anything, but still watching for at least one more round.
Okay.
I have been chased by
Watch that
2
wall.
shadow dogs, by the way.
Right.
Dalmacus, what are you doing?
I am holding concentration on the magical darkness in the hopes that they will be able to break free and emerge.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Out of character. The figure that we can't see ran across the board.
Oh, is that where your wall is?
Yes.
Can you like double click where your wall would start then, or where your wall is? Like, I'm assuming it's vertical, right?
It's diagonal. Let me first explain where we are. Like, Art's to the north, I'm to the south. Telemachus has run to the east, so the wall is crossing from the northeast to the southwest. This map.
Oh, so it's like cutting into the side. Oh, okay.
Yes. So where you ran is
Alright.
right, literally inside the wall.
You may have to scooch around a little.
Yeah. So just
So basically,
I'm
underneath, I'm gonna
guessing
go
you can
underneath the
see
wall. I
the
suppose.
transparent wall. I don't know.
You would have to adjust your movement to go around it as opposed to go through it.
Yep, I moved down a bit to signify that I
Yeah.
went.
Okay.
Just so
His
you're
movement
aware.
around
is appropriate.
Right.
Dalmacus, what were you doing? I'm sorry, you can hear the barking even closer than before.
I'm running at an angle where I should be able to glance over them and, know where they are.
Within 15 feet of you.
Shit, they're outpacing me is what I'm assuming.
Well, you did something and then ran, so.
Yes, I only moved 30 feet, so they're outpacing 30. No, wait, 40 feet is my usual movement.
They definitely outpace that.
Monk stuff. Let's see, one round I moved 40, they moved some amount, and now they're 15 feet away, you said? They about cut it. If I move 40 again, they'll be on me. But, actually, having cast it, I can use my action to dash and hold concentration, and that, I believe, is what I'm going to be doing.
Okay, so.
My only question to you is, if I hold my radius, how spread out are those people up by the darkness that I have cast, the enemy combatants of half-giants and robed guards?
Do you look in that direction?
I do glance that way, yes.
You see several of them outside the darkness.
Alright, several of the guards?
Several of them, yes. As a
Okay.
matter of fact, when you look over, roll perception for me.
Aye, aye. I have rolled a 13, sir.
They seem to have doubled in number, at least the smaller ones.
That's all I had for you, boys. I begin to run away, since running along this radius any further would begin to draw me closer to the guards again.
Okay.
So I re-vector to the south. I won't run into Nil's wall. I'm spaced such that I won't, but I begin to use my full movement going south.
So the direction that I'm going?
Yes.
Okay. But he's much further back behind you.
Yeah, you've got some distance on me.
Daryl,
Yes.
you wake up to find yourself about a foot into the sand, and it's very soft and seems to be slowly dragging you under. And it's completely dark. You can't see your finger in front of your face.
Depends. As I run and out of range, the darkness should actually dissipate.
Are you? Oh yeah, you're running out of range.
Yeah, I was right on range, and I sprinted away, taking me out.
So as it clears, you see about 12 to 13 of these small robed gentlemen standing around. They've backed off some. The two large giants seem to have backed off as well. And you notice that the only people next to you are Tink and
Art and Tori.
Art is currently down to about to where his shoulders are. The ground seems to have solidified, which is slightly encapsulating Tori as well. Though I'm assuming that Art was keeping as much of her above the sand as possible so she doesn't smother. What would you like to do?
So you said there's robed men around, and then 2 half giants?
2 half giants. And 2 half
Big
giants
old
and about
swordy
12 to
boys.
13 small robed humanoids.
And you said I'm how far into the essentially quicksand, right?
That's what it feels like. Yeah, it's a not as goofy as quicksand, but it feels much like it. Give me 1 second before you say anything, okay?
Okay.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Yes.
Yes.
I guess actually sound better right now. Alright, what were you going to say? Sorry.
What do I see around in terms of, like, building structures, features, landscape? Is it just...
There is a very large wall in front of you. There's a set of gates. The gates stand about 60 feet tall, about 30 to 40 feet wide, each one. So that's each side.
Gates closed, open?
They're open.
Are they solid gates, or are they like the metal bars interlaced?
They are thick, and they are made of stone.
They're also unlikely to do you much good in this particular moment.
Anything's coming out of the walls?
They're made of stone.
Right.
They probably go up a good 120 to 150 feet. They tower over the area.
All right, so about the extent of it, I guess. I'm gonna use a bonus action to do my Giant's Might.
Okay.
Which will make me large in size. Can I not click that? Hands protection on. Damn you. Stupid Firefox protecting me. Alright, I still can't click it. What the bloody hell? Hold on, let me reload D&D Beyond. Gonna load eventually, but I'm gonna do my might, which will have me grow in size. Let me close that out since it's causing issues. I can pull up my character sheet. Sorry, I know this is exhilarating for everyone. Alright, there we go. So, use my Giant's Might. Increase in size. Just see me bulk up like I'm on steroids. Muscles rippling in my neck. It's a sight to be seen. And I'm going to take my whip. And I'm going to try and whip one of the half giants because they look sturdy. And I want to try and get my whip around them to pull myself out of the sand.
Roll an attack.
You were very fast on that gift there, Almond. That's a quick response.
She was.
Roll to attack with the whip. So that's got a +7.
And
That's
you miss.
with the +7, yep.
Yeah, and you miss.
Okay.
You reach out with it, you snap it right between them, and it comes right back.
Okay.
At which point you see 5 of them just turn all in unison and start walking back towards the gate.
That's
And I
weird.
think to myself, that's right.
I
they're
see
intimidated.
that too because it's my turn, right? Or
It's your turn, Elio.
maybe not.
Oh, it's your turn.
Okay. So
Next turn, Toria. Next turn.
I don't know how all this works, but I'm gonna try something real quick. I'm gonna try to tell Art that we're
You're not telling Art anything right now. Unless you're doing telepathically.
right. Yeah, with the class ability, he's 120 feet away at least, probably. I haven't gone that far. I'm
90
still
feet away at the
within.
moment.
Yeah.
No, you
so
said
I'm
you're
still.
continuing further though, right? Than the edge of the map. That's just as far as you can go.
I think this is 5 feet away from where I would have gone.
Okay, go ahead.
So I'm just gonna kind of tell him where we are. You know, hey, we're to the south, or whatever the directional thing would be. And I'm gonna. Okay. I don't really have a lot to do.
Your test is
It
functioning.
seems like I didn't say that. Somebody in chat said I eat cake. I didn't say that.
The DM has incredible psychic powers.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. But since it seems like the smaller people are retreating, can I see what the giants are doing?
Your friend, the giants? Is that what you're saying?
There were 2 giants that were to the
Oh, they're
left
still
and
standing
right.
there.
Okay. Those are standing still.
I would say they're standing still. They backed up a bit, but they're still there.
So it seems like
I'm up to
everybody-
my shoulders in sand, holding Toria aloft.
Yes.
Everybody that's perceived as our adversaries at this point in time are retreating towards the gate,
No.
right?
No, not true at all. Not in the slightest.
Just for fun.
Everybody
5 of a dozen robed figures have retreated to the gate. 5 to 7 remain alongside the 2 half giants.
Correct.
Okay. Well.
Mess him up, Nil.
I don't really want to at this point. I feel like
Damn
the stuff
pacifist.
they've done has been the stuff they've done has been really non-violent. You know, they sent dogs
Non-violent?
at us, but they haven't actually
Giant
attacked
sand
us,
hands.
You know,
They did stab Art
only
twice.
person that was injured was. Wait, who was stabbed?
Art.
Where
He
was
took
Art?
5 points of damage to the chest.
Okay. Well, I guess
He's
that's
the only one that they've damaged so far.
Yes.
They don't seem to be chasing us. They just don't want us to come in.
They want a lot of things.
I'm gonna try this again. It's probably not gonna work, but I'll give it a shot. My DC save isn't what I want it to be, but we'll give it a shot. I want to do. Let me check my character sheet again.
Whatever we want to do, you can do it.
I'm looking for a specific skill, but I can't find it at the moment. Time to flip through this PDF again. I think it's Phantom Betrayal. I want to do that one. To the to one of the giants. I guess the one to the left, since it's closer.
Okay, read it to me real quick.
As an action, you plant delusional paranoia in a creature's mind. Choose one creature you can see within 60 feet of you. I don't know if that's within 60.
Not within 60 feet.
No, no.
Not even close.
Okay, never mind. I'll pick something else. Sorry this is taking so long.
That's about it, Church. Sorry.
I think I've almost got it. Can I use half my movement to move upwards?
Move upwards, like into the sky.
Within range to make an attack.
Towards two shadow dogs.
Yes. Which
Oh,
are
they're still
currently.
there.
Yeah, there's one.
Ooh, I can target the shadow dogs.
There's
Oh,
one
this
right
is
about there.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Hang on 1 second. I gotta close this character sheet because I can't see. Okay. So. Great. Okay. They're right there. I don't have to go anywhere. Okay.
There's one right there.
I want to target the one that's right in front of me.
And what are you doing?
I want to try to do Phantom Betrayal on that one.
Almond,
if you
that's a
want
bit
to
much.
Try,
What?
you can try. I mean, you know these things. You know what they are. You know that will have no effect on them.
Oh, I should know that. Okay. Never mind. I'll use that radiant thing I was gonna do earlier. Hang on. Because it's either psychic phantoms or phantom betrayal or radiant beam. So I'm gonna use radiant beam on one of the dogs,
Okay.
which is 66.
It's not going to be an automatic 66.
Let me just get the save here. I know there's a part to it. Deck save.
Versus, once again, your spell save DC.
As an action, you project a beam of light at one creature you can see within 60 feet. The target must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed
failed.
save, takes 66 radiant and is blinded until concentration ends in a minute.
It blows up into nothing.
Really? Okay, great.
You critted.
Radiant
no way-
damage. Shadow
There's no way.
creatures.
There's no way that it would live. It's way too much damage.
Awesome. Okay.
Because it rolled a 1.
You could totally have taken all of them.
goodness, I'm so stupid. I guess I'm playing to my strength score at that point.
Make sure you mark off your side points.
That's
Right.
And track those resources.
Okay, I got that up to date, but I'm writing most of this down. I can't really do anything with my bonus action because I don't have bonus actions that work really well. I'm trying to think of something else I could do. I have one thing to check and then I'm done.
I might eat some sand. It really depends.
Okay, no, that's an action, so I want to use my, let me use my movement to move, I guess 30 feet south, so I'm still trying to outrun this other...
30 feet south.
Okay. Off map at this point, yeah.
Alright, at which point we're back up north where the guards are. The first one is simply going to, its sword disappears, and it simply takes a 10 feet step back, just walks backwards a bit, as does the other.
I'm going to move myself the appropriate amount of distance just because I didn't remember to do that last time.
That's fine. The other two rogue figures step back but continue to watch. Hart, what are you gonna do?
Well, I'm still holding Toriel aloft, right? I assume. Yeah?
I said they're up to your shoulder.
Your voice is coming through. He's just not responded yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No. So you have her, basically her legs and her hands in the sand on each side of you, but her head is aloft. It's not in the sand. She's not suffocating.
Okay. Alright, where's Dwayne?
Dwayne is behind you and to the right.
Is he embedded in the sand as well?
He is. Did you break yourself free? I don't remember, Dwayne. I don't think he did. He rolled
No,
a
I didn't.
13.
He did not, unless becoming large breaks him free of it.
No, he's moving slowly through it. He's at half speed right now and sinking.
I'm gonna start slowly trying to lift my legs, let the sand close in around my feet, and lift myself up step by step.
It is firm around your entire body. Like the sand around you no longer seems to be letting you drop any further. And it's solidified. It's no longer, as it were. So imagine if somebody buried you in sand up to your shoulders and then packed it up. That's what it feels like.
Alright. Is it affecting my size change?
Nope.
So it's filled in around me as if I were 3 feet smaller.
If you had shrunk yourself, yes. I don't recall if you did, but if you did, then yes.
It's a disguised self. It's an illusion.
So yes.
Is that the case though? If it's essentially the same as
No.
disguised self?
It's an illusion, technically.
Just makes you appear to be, but it doesn't actually change your size.
Yeah, so I would have gone
that's-
back to
that's cool.
normal size.
They look different, so it wouldn't change your size if you change in or out of that.
Yeah.
You'd still be married up. You just appear to be smaller.
All right. Well, since I have none of my paladin abilities, I'm just going to continue to hold her aloft.
You're just gonna hold your action.
There's nothing I can do. I'll just hold her aloft.
All right. The 6 figures that run in unison, as you watch them, you notice that they always step on the same foot at the same time as they run towards. They all turn at the exact same time as they go through the gate.
Oh.
Lady Alessandra, what are you doing? Still running?
Um,
Out of character.
do I see anything? Oh,
You
what
see
do
nothing
I?
nowadays?
I mean, what do I perceive my party members doing?
Nothing.
Anything?
You can't even see them at the moment.
Yeah.
You're
There's-
something like 300 feet away from them at the moment.
More like 180.
All right.
'Cause I did. Yeah.
She might see Nil, who's also
Yeah.
run pretty far.
I'm just outside frame, yeah. 30 feet outside of it, or outside of the grid, yeah.
Yeah, you may see a shadow in the distance.
I mean, so I mean, I know dogs were like chasing me. Like, do I?
You never saw the dogs.
Mm. I would like to stop running at this point and like look around for my party.
I mean, you could probably see the the little shadows of where, as far as where Telemachus is, of just figures.
Hmm. Well, if nothing's chasing me, you know, I'm not like in any danger. I'm just going to like start cautiously moving back.
Okay, so like at half speed.
I suppose, yeah, I just kind of see what I see.
Okay.
Half speed's gonna be a long ass time.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so this one does his thing. Zil, what do you?
Me?
Oh, Zil.
Zill,
Yeah,
that's
Chris.
me.
You got Nil and Zill, I get it.
Completely
Yeah, I don't like how
unpositional.
this one down here is a runaway. No, I don't like that, so no. I guess I'll finally do something.
Don't sound so excited.
It's gonna be something so simple too. Let's cast a 3rd level sleep spell. Let's do that. That sounds like fun. Sleep
Roll
is
that
fun.
same.
Sleep is fun.
What is it?
No, it's not.
Well, if everybody goes to sleep, then you all get to time skip till when everyone's awake.
Right.
It's an improvement.
What's your save?
98. No, I don't think there is a save for sleep.
It's dice pool shit.
Oh,
Does it
yeah,
affect
that's right.
Is it max or is it current? Because if it's current, I'm just done.
Oh, it's let's see. It's just the amount of current. It's current hit points. So
I am almost certainly going to sleep. Go on and
I
do
can
your
roll all ones. You know.
You can.
Well, let's
You
see.
can,
But
or
it
you can
is
roll at the middle
78.
of the probability curve.
Do it.
I will do it. Give me 1 second. Once it lets me do it. There, 30.
Let me double check.
Yeah, you're definitely going down.
I sleep, sir.
You sleep for 1 minute.
Falls into the sand, sleeping.
I think you have to roll for the sleep duration, don't you?
No, it says 1 minute.
Okay,
Duration on
that
the
works
spell.
too. I sleep.
And
Tink,
after
what are
I
you gonna do?
that-
Oh, you're not done? Go ahead.
Yep, I'm not done. I'm just gonna move up to. Let's see, it's diagonal this way, so I'm gonna move around the wall. I suppose to be fair. Use the bonus action to. No wait. Yeah. I'll sit right there, but now I'm invisible, so I guess everyone can see me. Woohoo!
Yes.
Well, Telemax isn't gonna see you.
I ain't
Yeah.
seeing
Probably
shit.
not either. Yeah.
I think they're all still in the darkness over there.
Darkness has been dropped.
Long gone.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Well, I missed
I
I don't know
that.
what time of day this is. I guess it's kind of morning.
It's daytime.
Okay.
Am
What are we
I?
doing?
Am I still moving half speed, or have
Nope.
I made it out of
Nope,
the?
you made it out.
Okay, then I am gonna book it. And since I'm guessing I've seen Telemachus fall, I'm actually gonna move for Telemachus.
Okay, you do see a figure standing there kind of between you and him. You see him right here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna give him a berth. So,
And
one.
he's somewhat large, scaly hands, wearing a robe,
Ah, shit.
elongated maul.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move like that and just do like a double, like dash.
Okay. A double dash?
Just a dash.
I'm gonna say it's just dash. There's no double dash.
I went to say double. I went to say
Yes.
double move, but it's just a dash nowadays.
All right, Church. You see one of them give you a berth and go towards the new figure. Off to you.
One of who?
One of the robed guys. They run off to the right side of you. It'd be your right side.
Do they get within opportunistic attack range?
No, they take a large berth and they go out towards that side. Toria, what are you gonna do? You wake up, your hands and feet are in the sand, and you're hunched over a.
I try to stand up.
Just give me a strength check. Athletics. It's not the same effect. It should be fairly easy for you to get out of. Unless you roll below a 12. So you start to pull yourself out, and you pull something in your leg. You have this immense pain. Anything else you like to do?
I like. Well, I'm basically kind of. I don't know. Do I know Art is underneath me, basically?
Yeah, his big head's right there. I mean, you turn to the right, you can see his face right next to yours.
I try to help him out.
Well, you're stuck in the sand though. Just hurt yourself and try to get out yourself.
I'm still trying to help him.
How are you gonna help him?
To assist him when he does something.
How?
Okay. So on his turn,
I use my movement.
No, you don't.
No.
I use my movement to stand up. Try to stand
can't.
up. Fail. Yeah. So
No,
I didn't.
you were breaking free of the sand is what you're doing, and when you did that, you rolled a 1, so you just pulled a muscle in your leg.
Yeah.
Yes.
But still, I can try to help him. Or does that take up my action as well if I move or if I try to
You're
move?
still in the sand.
As a more nuanced interpretation of the help action, you kind of need to be able to do anything to help somebody. You need to be
Right.
physically capable of the assistance you offer.
But you're currently in the sand yourself. Does that make sense?
Well, then I do nothing.
Did you want to do anything with your bonus action or no?
No, I can't.
Okay, Dwayne, what are you doing? You see that? You see her scream a little bit when she tries to pull herself out. Looks like she's in pain. You have your colleague sitting there in this sand.
How far away?
He's only 5 feet away from you.
And it's solid where he's at?
It does not seem that he is sinking currently. You can't tell the difference in the color, but you are currently sinking. He is not.
I'm going to... How far in is Toria?
It's just her waist and her arms. Up to her waist and her arms. Remember, she's kind of folded over his shoulder right now.
So his shoulders aren't under the sand?
They are not. Nope. His arms are still free to do whatever he'd like.
Let's see, what do I got that I can pull out a bag of tricks? All right. We're going to give this a go. I'm going to move over to get into range to get my arms underneath Art.
Okay. When you get over towards Art, you notice that the stand becomes fairly solid. Like
Okay.
it's packed. You could stand on it if you wanted to. However, if you do that, you're sharing the area with Art and with...
Alright. Not sure how that'll work with me being large size.
That's why I'm letting you know.
Alright, me being large size, I can stand next to the area they're in to get reach.
You're slowly sinking at the moment, yeah.
Right, I get that. Alright, I'm gonna get into wherever the position is to get my hands underneath them.
Okay. Yeah, you can definitely do that. You can get your hands under his armpits. I'm assuming you're one to assist him when he tries to somehow pull himself out.
I'm gonna try and yank him out.
You're gonna try and yank him out? Alright,
Yeah.
go ahead.
But I'm gonna
Roll
use my Is rune to increase my strength by 2, which will bump that up.
Yep.
And then let's see.
I mean, if this was you building a shelter, he'd be safe.
Yeah. And then I get advantage on this too. Just looking through what other things I can do that might help me out. I think that's it. Alright.
You see one chat that no, he always rolls a 20 whenever he builds a shelter.
Yep. So, alright, I'm gonna roll. And then, how do you turn advantage on?
It rolls automatically with it.
You can also put ADV after the dice number.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That shit's supposed to work.
I probably
Let me pull
should
back
have
up
done
the
the space.
documentation for it.
I think I put a space.
like,
Might have to include it inside the parentheses.
Yeah, it's okay. Either way, it did not pull him out.
Yep, it did not.
He seems to be wedged in.
I don't know. That's what it says to do.
Yeah, +5 is your total, right? +5
Uh,
is your total bonus.
yeah.
Yeah,
How was
so
it?
it's several points higher than that then.
10. Oh, no. 10 would have been the total.
Because you rolled a 2 and a 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 7 and a 10.
Anything else you want to try to do?
At this time, no.
When you do that, one of them stands up and no longer touches the sand, and it seems to become solid again. And it takes a few steps.
A few steps,
Well,
what?
What are you doing? Backwards? Nil, what are you doing?
Well, I want to move. Wait, how close are how close is that one shadow that's still following or chasing me?
There isn't anyone chasing you as far as you know at the moment because you're running full bore away.
Okay, so you said there were two.
One was stopped by your wall.
Okay. So that just quit?
I don't know.
Nothing's chasing me. Okay, I want
Do
to
you look
run.
back?
Well, I'm facing that way because that's where everybody is.
Okay, as you look back, you don't see any of them chasing you currently.
Okay, I want to use my movement to get up towards Dwayne, where he is.
Towards
I'm
Dwayne.
30. Yeah, I'm 30 feet off the map. Currently 35 feet off. So I want to get back towards them so I can see kind of what's going on.
So you're running straight back into Tank, basically.
What?
Yeah, Tank. Tank is right here.
I don't want to run into him, obviously. I want to get back in this
Well, I know you
general
don't want to
area.
run into him. I'm just saying you're running back into that direction.
Yes.
I mean, physically, yeah.
And I want to, like, look around and see what's happening. So that I can roll for something?
You see someone ahead of you, but if you make your full run, all you have is your bonus action.
So... I want to use my bonus action to try to see where everybody is.
Well, you can see them. I mean, you're kind of centrally located. You can see everything that's there, including the person over here.
If I can see him, I would like to use... I don't know if I can ask to roll for something, but I would like
Is
to
it-
very much request...
Roll what?
Perception, if possible, so I can use this inspiration. I haven't used that yet.
What are you trying to perceive? I'm confused.
What is this? Who is this? Where'd he come from? He just popped into nowhere? What?
No, you definitely see him. You don't have to perceive anything. He's right there.
Yeah, but like...
He's right there. Plain sight. Not trying to hide.
So... Is there anything at this point that I could roll for in a bonus action to use this inspiration? Because I need to use that.
You're gonna have more turns to use it.
I don't know if I can use that for combat, though. That's my question.
Hell yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Anything you're rolling a d20 for.
I mean...
Oh, stupid. Oh, goodness.
You good then?
I'm good.
Okay.
I have to use it next turn then. Oh, I could have...
So the first guard starts to walk away from you towards the second one starts to tie something out of a rope that's attached to his waist. Two others seem to do something, but you don't know what it is. Art?
I can't do anything. I'm fine.
You're not gonna dig yourself out or nothing? Alright.
It's solid earth. What can I do?
Sand. It's packed sand.
I thought when he removed his hands, it went back to...
in solid sand holding somebody, or it was holding somebody. There's nothing I can do. 6 feet deep.
Okay. Lady Alessandra, what do you want to do?
I'm still going to cautiously walk back just because it's like, I mean, I'm not leaving my party. So.
Alright, Zill, what are you doing? You see this person running towards you. You see one run around you, and you have Winston.
I hope he's typing to you. Otherwise, it'd be sad.
I hope he's doing something. Chris?
Just realized I was muted. Oh, that's cool. All right.
Bonus muted.
Nice. I'm going to cast 5th level Scorching Ray at those two down there. 3 each. So that's 3 rays each.
Oh man, big scorcher.
Yep. So I have to do 6 rolls. 3. The first 3 will be for nil. The second 3 will be for character's name I forgot because I'm an idiot.
That's Tink.
There.
That
Numbers.
one is a natural 20, so
Yes, that is for Pink.
that'll be double.
Yep. At least you know what hits and what doesn't. The first one's a natural 1, so I don't know what you want me to do with that one.
That one we'll deal with in just a second. Armor class there.
Me?
Yes,
Yeah,
you first.
Love it. So 2 of them hit.
2 of them hit. All right. Be 4d6. Damage. And then 18 damage for just nil.
Yep.
And then what about Tink?
For Tink, you need to roll 1, and then for one set of damage, and then just double it. Tink, what's your armor class?
16 at the moment.
So I'll get that one. All right. And then double that.
Yeah, whatever it is, double it.
7. Wow.
So
So 14. Now I'm going to activate, I forget what it's called, the Draconic Sorcerer thing, where if you deal the same damage as your Draconic Heritage, it'll do your Charisma modifier, so it'll take an extra 7 more damage. So that's 21. Yep. And let's go over the nat 1 before I continue on with my turn.
Nat 1's going to end your turn.
Oh, all right then.
Take 21 points of damage. It's not letting me do it to you for some reason. Oh, it did. Never mind.
He is immune to all damage.
I don't know why it's showing you. Why do you have... Wait, something's wrong with your character sheet. What do you...
Pulled it up. I says I have 41 as my maximum hit points.
Right, but your bar's not reflecting the change in the hit points that I put in.
It is on my
It is
side.
now. It's
Not
just
that
bigger.
damage I just took.
Yeah, it's just bigger now, and I think, I don't know, it kept going back between like a full...
Healing
small
me
bar.
somehow, apparently. I don't know.
I have a question.
Oh, because like that, which is the size it's supposed to be, it doesn't show any damage, which is strange.
What is your question, Mastimus?
I have a thing called Adaptive Shield that says I can use my reaction to gain resistance to damage of that type. I don't know if that's valid. It says when I take cold, fire, lightning, or thunder damage. I don't know what Scorching Ray is.
You could use it as a reaction.
Okay, I'll use 3 then.
Show. Okay. It was my fault. I changed it to maximum hit points on the sheet, not on the info page.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. There was something wrong.
Fixed it now.
All right. Tink, what do you want to do? as your back becomes on fire. Oh wait,
Tink
sorry.
is going
roll
to-
roll another damage for me. Sorry, Zill, roll another damage. Almost right.
Just in one hit, like a 2d6
Yep.
with the squirt.
Yep.
6.
As you take 6 points of damage, as one of the rays actually hits you in the foot.
Ouch. 1 second.
I got.
Just making sure about something before I. Okay, yeah, sure.
You can always come back to it. Doesn't matter. All right, what are you going to take? Sorry.
I'm gonna move towards him. I think he's quite within range. 1, 2, 3, 6, yeah. And then I'm gonna hit him with a spell.
Okay.
Who's Firebolt.
Okay.
Or 23.
That does indeed hit.
That's the attack. Go up to damage.
3. That is going to be my turn.
Okay, it's been applied. Telemachus, what are you gonna do?
Sleep.
Oh, that's right.
I will
The
sleep
one that
for
is-
the next
one that is
9 rounds.
Right around here. Cast this. Literally cast a spell.
Mhm.
And it misses. As you see a flare shoot across your head. Toria, what would you like to do?
I would like to stand up, if that's possible.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm not even gonna make you roll this.
Roll again.
No, I'm not even going to make you roll again.
Okay, and I try to assist Art to get out of there.
How so?
With pulling him out if he's trying to do so.
So you're going to assist him on his turn, or you're trying to do it on your own?
I'm assisting him on his turn.
Okay, all right. Dwayne, what are you doing?
Same thing as last round. Only this time, I'm gonna spread my legs. I'm gonna get a little bit of a better firm footing.
We have very firm footing right now. I mean, you're about a foot into the sand, but it seems very solid.
All right. Count of 3, Art. Clench your sphincter. Tighten the gut. Suck in as much as you can.
Actually, exhaling would help him more.
Whatever your brain's telling you to do. +5 ADV. Motherfucker.
Are you putting the ADV after the plus?
Nope.
That's good. Roll a second time. Yep, he's still in there firm.
God damn it, Art. You're not sucking in enough.
It says you can also do the keep high syntax from Roll20, so you can do 2d20 keep high 1 if the ADV is just not working for you.
All right.
I'm gonna
What do you
make an attempt.
But I am going to, at this point, be extremely frustrated. And I'm going to use... where did it go? Where did you go? I got something for this. I got something for this. Let's just fucking look at it. Where do you go on my sheet?
The syntax that I have put into the chat there, you put an exclamation point in front of that, and that does the thing you want.
Gotcha. Action surge. That's what I'm gonna do.
Hell yeah, action surges.
Okay.
ADV +5. There you go.
What are you trying to do?
Yank his ass out.
A second time in the same round?
Yeah, it's
The
action surge.
surged.
As he pulls you fully upward, and you're missing your
Missing is what? You cut out.
his pants.
Well,
That's the only way you were pulling him out.
If some pieces start coming off.
I'm free though.
You are free.
has he got britches?
No,
No.
Oh god.
they're in the sand.
I drop him.
Okay. Seeing this, the first guard just stands there and holds his sword aloft, waiting, as does the second. The other two seem to do something, and one of them seems to go up into the air about 30.
You got to be on your best behavior when the boss is around.
Art, what are you doing?
It's not my turn.
In your oh no, I passed you. I'm sorry. Go ahead. No, I had passed you. Go ahead.
Well, radiant beam for 5. I want to use my bonus action to regain health for that, and I want to
Okay.
use my inspiration on the attack if possible,
Sure.
since I can use that in combat. So
go
it's
ahead.
used, so I don't get in trouble for not using it.
You had it anyway, so you wouldn't get in trouble.
It's dex save.
Okay. So you're using it on, I'm assuming, Zil?
Yes.
Okay.
With
Zil,
insi-
you want to roll dex?
Sure, I sure can. That's a nice thing you chose for me to save for.
He says he rolls a 1.
That's a roll 1, yeah. It's gonna happen too. Almost okay, if it'll let me. There you go. $19.
Oh.
That'll squeak past him there.
As you do not hit. Anything
Did
else
not
you
roll
wanted
a
to do?
Bonus action to give myself 5 hit points.
Okay. I will put that on.
Okay. And just so you know, if I have a next turn, I want to try to use the psychic phantoms or to the thing to create the phantom beasts, and they have a character sheet from the stat block.
I will not remember that until we get to your turn. I'm just not.
All right, just I don't know if there's a resource for this one. I'll have to try to look it up. That's what I'm trying to say.
Go ahead, Church.
They've moved off.
They're back
Uh,
about
Some.
15 feet.
I'm free.
Yeah, they haven't done anything in the past couple of rounds, as far as you could tell. They've just been watching you.
And everyone else is out of danger.
Well.
Apparently, yes. As far as you could tell, yes.
All right. I keep myself between my party and them. And I assume they're moving away. My party.
That's largely difficult to say.
Way, as far as you can tell. Like, none of them are in front of you or beside you. The only ones that are near you right now are Toria and Dwayne. Dwayne, who just recently freed you.
I look at Dwayne. Is he readying for attack or withdrawal?
Well, he just picked you up out of the ground, so he's just kind of there.
Right now, I'm kind of turned around, hunched over, going, "Oh," from you being pantless.
Which is ironic because he is always pantless.
All right. I stand there, pick up my shield, and stand defensively until my party gets out of the way.
Okay. It's the end of the turn, so you don't want to do anything else?
You're muted again, bud. Still silence.
I'm picking up my shield.
There you go.
Okay, fair enough. At which point you hear this coming from past the gates. Lady Alessandra, you hear this noise coming from back at the gates.
From back at the gates? Oof.
It's obviously a horn being sound of some sort.
Yeah, hearing this, I am going to take a dash action back towards my party. I want to make sure they're okay. So I'm like moving 60 feet towards my party. And that's what.
I will put you there. Just have no idea how far away you were, really. You do see Telemachus laying on the ground when you get to about there.
Yeah, let's see. I moved away 180 feet, then I moved 15, 30, so I'm like 90 feet away from everyone.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll move you to there. It's fine. You see Telemachus laying on the ground, unconscious.
I'm having a lovely nap.
I can tell he's sleeping though, right?
Well, you just see him laying in the ground. You don't know that he's sleeping. He's still a good 30 feet away from you.
I would like to check to see if he's like, alive.
You'll have to wait till your next turn.
Okay. All right.
You do see one of the individuals that's robed turn and walk, just casually walk back towards the gates by you, Church, Dwayne. Turns his back completely to you. Zill, do you want to do anything?
Oh, why not? I have a question though. Are any of the guards from the diagonal path from me to up there?
There's one right here.
One right there to the right?
It's just one of the robed ones right now.
That's it though. Everyone else in that area is gone besides those.
They're going back to the gate, which is what they typically are supposed to do, with the
Right.
exception of gathering Toria, which they'll need to do.
Okay, well, I might help them out with that then. Going to move up a little bit. Right there is good. And use another famous spell, Cone of Cold, on these three. Up
A
there.
classic. True classic.
So they all need to make a Constitution save for me.
Toria, Dwayne, Church.
Roll well. I mean, don't roll well.
I don't know, I feel like the dragon gods are the sort to toy with their food.
No, I probably don't. No, I don't. All right.
All right.
Constitution.
One more.
Toria, why you rolled a d12?
That's a really good question. Why did you roll a d12? Why did you just click on your strength? Or whatever the save was. What was the save? Sorry?
Constitution.
There we go.
Constitution. So I suppose I can't retroactively use sorcery points to impose disadvantage on any saving throw,
Nope.
can I?
Not afterwards.
That's-
Nope.
I should have done that in the first
Announced
place.
it before.
Well, that's fine. That's fine. So I do hit Art.
This is a spell, right?
Yes, sir.
You would get your second save. Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's advantage.
That did not
Which
help.
Did not help. Good call though.
All right. Take this then, I guess. And the others take half of this, I believe.
Yep.
Just expend that spell slot real quick.
And that's only slightly above average. People forget about Cone of Cold.
Yeah, max 64. That's a little bit above half.
So 33 damage.
33 damage to you.
Yeah,
and,
but I already did it.
Yeah. And I'm going to use a. If I can find it. Alright, I'll spend 2 sorcery points to use a spell as a bonus action.
Okay.
And since I don't want them dead.
A cold yet refreshing blow comes from the south.
Yes. I'll use a 4th level sleep spell. That should be fun.
Okay.
That's a large dice pool.
Yes, it is.
It always
That'll
goes
be-
lowest to highest, so
Yeah, lowest HP to highest HP, so that's 11d8. $59, so
Church, how many do you have left?
Muted.
After the 33,
Yeah. It should be on your character sheet right now. If not, I can toggle it to see.
well, I'm still using the D&D Beyond character sheet, so
You took 5 and then 33, so you should be at like 9.
Oh, it does go all the way back there. Alright, hold on. I'm just gonna turn them on so I can see.
I have 5 hit points left. How much did he just do?
No, it's not
Negative 6
damage.
out of 10.
So 9 plus 16. How much do you have left there?
His health is not entered properly. It said like negative 6 out of 10.
That's
and-
why I'm asking him.
Yeah.
I don't know why his health is like that. But the 9 and the 16,
So they're definitely both asleep.
those both sleep. I just need to know how much he has.
So 34 hit points.
Do you
34
have
hit
more than 35 hit points, Daryl?
Oh yeah.
Remaining
that-
after the strike.
After the strike, after the 16 points of damage you just took.
I took 16 points,
Yes, you took half damage.
and that was 16.
Yes, 16 was half.
Give me one second.
Those Dragon God Cone of Cold just be hitting different.
Not even that good though.
Hold on one second. I gotta do math.
Says you have 57, which would have been 44, which means you would still be above, which means you would not be asleep. So just the top.
Yep. So
You're not
that's-
asleep. Instamaths.
So that's I'm basically just about dead.
You're also asleep for a minute.
That's more than half my hit points in one attack. I'm dead just about.
Yeah, you're definitely hurt. Nope, not gonna say.
It's hard to resist a 5th level spell.
Right? Let's go to. Where's Dex? I gotta go back to the combat.
That was the end of his turn.
Yes, that's the end of my turn.
It
All right,
was, yes.
I'm using my stone rune
Tink's
then
turn?
as a
Tink's turn was
reaction.
its reaction. Okay, go ahead.
All right. He has to make a wisdom savings throw. But, let me figure out what the DC is.
This is gonna be a fun saving throw.
Alright, so DC is 8 plus proficiency bonus plus modifier. So DC's 15.
Alright. There you go. 5. I don't know you
failed?
modifier for that.
Alright, so he is charmed.
If it's a charm spell, no, he isn't.
Yes, I am. Right.
He's a very special boy.
It's a rune spell.
Yeah, but you can't. If you're immune to charm, you're immune to charms.
Alright.
Yeah.
What a special boy.
Yeah.
Telemachus?
Sleeping, bro.
Oh, you
more
skipped my
rounds.
Oh,
turn.
Tink, sorry. Go ahead. Yeah, I always do that whenever I go back to somebody. Sorry. Tink.
Tink is going to walk up, move up to him. As the bonus action, I am going to cast Warding Smite.
Okay.
As a reaction,
Wing my longsword.
I'm going to cast Counter Spell. Whenever I find it. I will
You're,
use
you're casting Counterspell?
Yes, I'm casting Counter Spell. So it's a to be safe 3rd level slot.
So you need to make a save.
Oh.
I need to, or he does he?
You do.
So it's gonna be.
Am I-
It's gonna be 13. Oh wait, no. I need
10
to get
plus
some-
spell level. So
just by casting ability plus it's a D20, right?
wait, what level is the spell? Sorry.
3rd level.
Oh, it just has no effect. Your spell has no. Your spell fails automatically. If it's higher than yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, if it's lower than 3rd, it's a 3rd level or lower. I see.
So you run up to him, you start to cast, and it just he turns around and instantly counts.
Oh, I still took the swing. Does 25 hit?
Yes.
Yes.
That hits.
He
almost
takes
anything.
13 points of damage. And I am going to swing again. And that would be a natural 1.
Roll your damage, and then tell me what half of it is.
Oof. So half would be 6.
Yeah, so you take 6 points of damage as you swing, and your sword just falls heavily onto your. Telemachus is asleep.
Mm-hmm.
That one walks away as well. Tori is asleep. Dwayne, what would you like to do?
Where's he at?
Boom.
The dragon that just put people to sleep.
The
Right
yellow
there?
base right here. Yep.
I'm charging him with my maul.
Okay.
And I'm gonna swing at him. That at. That's +7. Let's see, that's short. Does that hit?
Yep.
Alright, so that's going to be 2d6 plus 4. Plus an extra d6 from my first stone or rune. So that's 15 points.
Okay.
And then as a bonus action, I'm going to use my second wind to heal 1d10 plus 5.
Okay. Let's see.
So that's 14 I heal up.
Okay. Did it for you.
Yeah.
Done?
Yes.
Okay. Remember, there is one right here as well, just so you know.
Mhm.
You can't see him, he's right there. I mean, he's actually right there.
Don't forget to move up.
Yeah. So he's going to cast.
You cut out at cast there, Shin.
He's going to cast a spell. Yeah. So he casts a spell, and he's healed for 10. Nil, what would you like to do?
Nil has posted it in the chat.
He actually ends up right here. Okay, it's either a save or an attack on that.
Strength? Really?
It's an athletics saving throw.
Alright, well. Intelligence.
Oh, he makes a strength save. It's a strength save against her intelligence.
I just looked it up. It said intelligence.
Really?
Mm-hmm. You repel a lance of sonic disruption into the mind of one creature you can see within range. Target must make an intelligence saving throw. On a failed save, the target takes 3d6 psychic damage.
I would assume I would take 3d6 plague damage then, unless her spell save is below 13.
I believe we've established it's like
You would
17
take-
or something.
It would be half damage if you made the save.
Alright.
So roll your damage anyways. Which should be 3d6. It does not make it at all. Okay, I'm looking at Mind Thrust, but okay. I just looked it up. Just roll the 2d10. So it's 9 points of damage. Okay. Yep. The guards kind of stand back by the gates. And you see the gates slowly start closing. At which point it would be your turn, Ark.
Alright. I'm charging the same individual that Dwayne charged.
Aren't you asleep? I forgot. Yeah, you and Tori are asleep, remember? He put you guys to sleep as his bonus action.
I don't think I went to sleep. I just took a shitload of damage.
No, he put you.
No,
and Tori
you
to
went to
sleep.
sleep.
Well, yeah, I forgot. You and Tori are currently asleep. I'm looking at the notes.
Oh, okay.
He cast sleep spell, and we were trying to figure out how many hit dice you guys had left, how many hit points you guys had left.
So he hit me with a sleep spell for over 30 points of damage?
No. He hit you with 2 different spells.
Oh, okay.
Burn those sorcery points.
Yep. This one does his thing. Lady Alessandra, now you can do what you need to do.
Have I witnessed my party being knocked out by spells or anything? Like, what have I seen since?
It depends. Have you been more focused on the fact that Telemachus is laying in the ground, or what's been going on north?
I have been focused on everything around me to assess what's going on, basically.
Oh, you can definitely see that there's a battle still ensuing to the north of you, and Telemachus is laying lifeless, apparently, in the dirt or the.
Where is Arzil?
Arzil?
Zil.
Somebody else's Zil.
Okay.
The guy in the yellow.
I'm the yellow man.
Alright. I don't think I can see him on my map for whatever reason. But, anyways.
Up here? Right up here? See the blue
Okay.
ripples?
Yeah.
He's right next to it.
Alright. So I'm going to move up 20 feet, and I am going to cast Command and tell him to halt.
Bold move.
So, he gets to make a wisdom saving throw.
Go ahead and make your wisdom saving throw.
I'm going to not do that.
And
Okay,
instead.
okay. Oh dear. I don't want to use my last 3rd level, but I will use my last 3rd level counter spell.
Okay.
Well, that's not a fail. It's a level 1 spell.
Yep.
Except, isn't counterspell a reaction? Didn't you
Oh,
use
yeah.
a reaction to counterspell me earlier?
It's a new round.
Yeah.
I don't think he's acted again yet. Isn't it
The
from
new
his
round
action to his
identifies-
action?
It's the new round that identifies when.
Now that Tinks mentioned it, I'm not sure if they've changed how that works.
Yeah, I've always done it just round to round, so that way it's much easier to keep track of. Otherwise, it gets convoluted. Then you see this dragon-looking thing reach down to his hand, touch his finger, and
You cut out.
you see him reach down to his hand, touch his finger, and he disappears. Tink, what would you like to do? There's still one here, and there's two very large guys back here by the doors that are closing. That you can see.
So it's Sandy, right?
Oh yeah, very much so.
So in other words, if he tried to move, I'd see footprints left in the sand.
In theory, sure.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to warding might again, aiming for where I think he is.
Okay.
Due to the sand.
Do it. You don't see footsteps away from that area, so.
Exactly. So I'm gonna aim sort of where he was before. Would have missed either way.
Yeah, you missed.
I'm gonna try my second attack, see what happens. Worst case scenario,
Okay.
he's not even there. 18.
Yep, you hit nothing. Telmachus, you are asleep.
Just sleeping away.
Tori's asleep. Dwayne.
You said he disappeared, right?
Yep. There's one about 10 feet away from you to the right.
Same looking type guy?
Oh no. He just one of the robed figures that came out initially. Much like the ones who had left and went back into the gate. And you did hear the horn earlier. That still does occasionally go off in the distance.
What's the robe figure doing?
He's standing there at the moment.
Right now, Dwayne's just like puffing and grunting and panting, veins bulging in his forehead. I look back. Toria and Art are what? Both down?
They're both laying on the ground, not moving whatsoever.
I'm gonna go back and try to scoop them both up, one under each arm.
I'm gonna need an athletics check for that one. He's big boy.
Mm-hmm. So am I. Let's see, athletics. Jesus Christ. Why can't it be a survivor roll?
You'll be able to pick up Toria pretty easily, but he's heavy. So you have Toria, but not him at the moment.
Alright.
Nil, what are you doing?
He's not there anymore.
He's not there. There's only one person out there. Okay, you hit. Roll damage. Do 10 points of damage. And as you do that, he seems to move. Where are you moving to? You can move yourself. Okay. As you do that, he turns to stone and just stands there. And you can see these waves of green just come out of him and go towards the city. What are you guys gonna do? Lady Alessandra, you're next.
I still don't see this lizard folk anymore, right? Or the lizard dude? Dragon-looking dude?
Yeah, you don't see him at all.
See, I'm going to step back to Telemachus and make sure that he is still alive.
Okay. Move yourself.
Okay. Let's see where's Telemachus.
He's down the bottom right.
Cool. So I'm gonna make it.
Still breathing.
Okay.
He's just asleep.
Also grievously wounded, but that's unrelated.
He's got a huge slash in his side.
Yeah, well, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on him.
Do it.
Oh, how nice.
Did you say henna nice?
I said, oh, how nice.
Okay. Thought you were doing a play underneath.
So you heal for that much.
It's a start.
Alright.
Yes, I appear to have healed the correct amount.
Tink, what are you doing?
I am going to cast Cure Light Wounds on myself. And then I am going to... 6. And then I'm gonna move away.
Okay. Where are you
There we
moving
go.
to?
1. I'm gonna move out, away from the gates, towards Telemachus and Lydia-san.
Dwayne, what are you doing?
I'm gonna attempt to pick up Art's fat ass.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to this time. I'm just gonna let you do it.
Alright.
You're actually up here at the moment. You can only move half speed though with.
That's fine. So I'm gonna just kind of walk my way towards the rest of the party.
What's your movement speed?
Yeah. Does it increase when
30?
you
It should be
increase in
30, right?
size?
That's 30.
No, it's actually we're out of combat, so a minute goes by a lot quicker now.
I mean, well, are you out of combat?
Are we? I thought that person turned
We
to
seem
stone.
to still be in initiative order.
You are. So what are you guys gonna do? I'm assuming you drag them back to where they're at, behind some dunes somewhere.
I will continue being asleep until you tell me I'm not asleep.
I mean, unless they slap you or something.
I am going to, since we're out of combat, I'm going to wait till Telemachus at this point.
Sometimes you all end up waking up. What are you guys gonna do? You want to mind thrust the stone? I mean, you can go ahead. There's no mind there, so to go.
Oh my god. That is correct.
They're out of initiative.
Has an army sallied forth from the gate of this encampment?
No, the gates are almost closed, but not all the way. They don't seem to close them all the way for some reason. But you still hear the horn going off occasionally.
Okay, that's great. I would say there's a great
Fires
deal.
Start to ignite at the top of the wall.
I would say there's a great deal of role playing to be done, and it is 12:30. So
Yeah.
might I suggest we call it there?
Is everyone
Yeah.
good with that?
Now's probably a good time.
Excellent.
All right. Let me switch to the stream ending.